And we are live. We are back with another one. Match week 30, a roundup. Only 8 match days to go. 7 for some, maybe 9 for some. But it's almost that time. It's almost the end of the season. And teams will be scampering for places. Teams like West Brom, Fulham trying not to get relegated. I think the title is pretty much wrapped up already with Man City only needing 11 points or so to clinch a third title in 4 seasons, which is simply mind-blowing when you think about it. So I like to take the time to say big up to everybody tuning into the stream right now. If you're watching the replay, you are definitely the real MVP. There will be timestamps in the description box down below for you to skip around if you want to, but I will definitely appreciate it if you watch the whole damn thing. But if you're watching and the timestamps are not updated yet, just give me some time, please. Thank you. So how's everybody doing again? We're back to discuss the 10 matches that were played over the weekend after the international break. So some of these teams were actually trying to get rid of some rust, the WD-40 applied and everything. And some teams look like they came back seamlessly into the proceedings, and it was business as usual. EPMD. All right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to take some time to warm up today. Let's warm up, man. Let's stretch and warm up, and let's look at the goal scoring charts so far. Who's going to win the Golden Boot in the Prem de la Prem this season? Look at this. Take a look at this right now, guys. We have Harry Kane topping the goal scoring charts. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Our like goal is 100 today. Let's hit 100 likes today. The like goal is 100 today. 100 today. All right, so the boy Harry Kane is topping the goal scoring charts. Brilliant stuff. He's so clinical in front of goal. He got 19 in 28 matches. And, he has been linked with a move to City. City would show some real intent by buying Harry Kane. That would make a good deal. Look, if I was in charge of City and I was running things over there, I'll take him away from bum Spurs, man, because he's just wasting his talent over there. They're not winning anything. You see what I'm saying? And let's hope they don't win the Carabao Cup after me saying this. But, yeah, they need to actually start winning some things. And Harry Kane, if he's not careful, he could go his entire career and not win a goddamn piece of silverware. So, Harry Kane, get moving. Get moving. He might have to run down his contract for anybody to afford that type of money Spurs want for him, though. But Mo Salah is second. He's 28 years old these days. He got 18 in 29 games. Bruno Fernandes is third with 16 goals. 26-year-old Portuguese has hit the Prem de la Prem by storm. Patrick Bamford have also hit the Premier League by storm, scoring 14. He has squandered the most chances, though, so he got to definitely be a bit more clinical. He could have got about 20. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is solidifying his place in the England national team there with 14. Heung-min Son has 13. And he is going through a dry spell at the moment. And we have Jamie Vardy with 12. He definitely going through a dry spell, but at 34 years old, it's still very, very impressive. You know what's impressive? Ilkay Gundogan hitting 12 this season. He's 30 these days, but in 23 matches, he haven't even played the full allotment of games. And, excuse me, oh my God, allergies. And he has 12. So brilliant season for Ilkay Gundogan with the league leaders Manchester City. Ollie Watkins in his first season in the Premier League has 11. Many strikers have tried, and they can't even get 10. Alexander Lacazette, he got 11 in 26 games. Not bad. He's Arsenal's top scorer. So we could be a little lenient on Lacazette and the criticism we have for him. Marcus Rashford with 10. Callum Wilson with 10. He was doing so well until he got injured. He could have got about 20 by now. Raheem Sterling with 9. It's going to be yet another season where Raheem Sterling scores 10 goals, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. Harvey Barnes with 9 before he got injured. So, an impressive season for him, but maybe his season is over. Mahrez would hit 10 goals this season as well. He has 9. Danny Ings have been brilliant again. He will hit 10. He has 9. Zaha has 9. Very, very good season for him. In only 21 matches, guys. Look at that. 21 games. Aubameyang, lackluster since he signed a thing. Thomas Shusek, what a season. 9 goals. What a season, man. Maddison, brilliant before he got injured. He's a midfielder. He got 8. And we'll just go up to 25 where Gabi Jesus will hit 10. I think he has 8. Neil Maupay has 8. Diogo Jota has 8. He has been simply ridiculous this season. Diego Jota. Sadio Mane has 7. Pretty lackluster season for the Senegalese winger, if you ask me. And James Ward-Prowse, the free kick specialist, the best in the league, you could say, he has 7 from the spot. We're not going to touch on any more of these sharp shooters, and we're going to move right on. So hello to everybody in here right now. Big up to you. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. Appreciate everybody who decided to come through once again. We're going to be here for about, an hour and a half to 2 hours. And let's see if I wrap up before then, I do, but that's how long the streams usually are. Guys, let me know if the audio is coming in really crispy on your end, because to me, I'm sounding good right now, even though I'm getting affected by a little allergies. I had a long day, guys. Today is the first day I started at 5:30 a.m. So yeah, I've been up since 4:45, man. God damn. I took a little nap, but I'm still feeling the effects. Thank you very much, Man City FC, CX, City Extra. Are you like, City Extra fan? Appreciate you coming through. I saw you inquiring earlier about the stream and stuff, So yeah, man, I need to take some of this thing, man, some medicine. I'm feeling like really, this thing is affecting me right about now, Devil be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone. So, guys, let us get into proceedings, man. Let us start with the Chelsea game. Let us talk about that game, because that game was the first game we had of this week's for this week's matches, and it was a hell of a game. I wasn't expecting that at all. Well, I predicted a 2-0 win for Chelsea, and for them to be business as usual, routine win over struggling West Brom, but it was nothing like that. They did start the game well, They did start the game well, but things took a turn for the worse, man. And when I say they started the game well, they did. Christian Pulisic scored from a rebound, which was his second goal of the season. And after he scored, it went downhill. But before all of that, West Brom did have their problems with Dara O'Shea being taken off in the 24th minute. Branislav Ivanovic came on, and he was later taken off 13. He only lasted 13 minutes. But a lot of things happened before he went off. But I just wanted to mention that before I forgot. He came on, lasted 13 minutes, and went off for Callum Robinson. We will hear about Callum Robinson a little later on. And Andreas Christensen had to come on for Hakim Ziyech as well, because Thiago Silva picked up 2 yellow cards, one in the 5th minute and one just after Pulisic scored. And it just was the catalyst for Chelsea's downfall on the day. So in this game, Christian Pulisic in the 27th minute, then Mateus Pereira with a brilliant goal, left-footed shot. That was his 6th of the season. Then he also scored. He scored both goals in extra time, first half extra time. He scored another one to make it 2-1 to West Brom, who had a man advantage at that time. They came back for the second half, and West Brom wasn't done. Did I say West Ham somewhere in there? I don't know what it is. Always mess up West Ham and West Brom. West Ham just played. I was watching that game. Fell asleep a bit in the second half, but saw the end. So We had Callum Robinson, who I said, I'll mention later. He scored a tasty goal. And then in Bayer Diagne, he scored a brilliant one again to make it 4-1. Mason Mount, who came on as a second half, I think he did come on as a second half substitute. Well, yeah, he came on just at the second half because Christian Pulisic was going to stay on the field. It was supposed to be Mount on for Timo Werner, but Timo Werner had to stay on and Christian Pulisic went off because Pulisic, while running back onto the field after halftime, he pulled up with a hamstring injury. Another setback for the American international. Very, very sad for him. He was having a good game, but, he had to be taken out. But Mason Mount with a good goal set up by Timo Werner. Timo Werner doesn't even want to shoot. He's scared he's going to miss the freaking goal. Because that was a chance for Timo Werner to score. But he teed up Mason Mount and he sparked a fight back. But with Chelsea being 10 men down, them committing men forward, they conceded again. Callum Robinson. And all of Callum Robinson's goals this season, 4 of them have been against Chelsea. He did score twice in the 3-3 draw that happened early on in the season. And it's ridiculous that Chelsea have conceded 8 goals in their 2 matches this season against West Bromwich Albion, failing to defeat the Albion this season. This game was simply mind-blowing. Simply mind-blowing, man. If you haven't checked out the YouTube short for that, make sure you check it out on the channel. Check out the shorts if you watch my vids on mobile. There should be a short shelf on the channel. You go to the homepage and you look, there should be a shelf where all my shorts live. You could go check it out and you'll enjoy that. But I'm telling you, man, that was a hell of a game. I wrote off West Brom. I didn't think they would actually do anything here. But they have looked a better team after January. Even though they haven't been picking up the wins, like a lot of wins, they have looked a much better team. Like the team is now looking like a Sam Allardyce type team. So they move up to 21 points. And Chelsea, they blow the opportunity of actually putting a stronghold on that top 4 position where they have now been surpassed by West Ham United. So the race for the top 4 is going to be the conversation right now. Man United are distancing themselves. Leicester, they got a little cushion. But that 4th place spot, West Ham, Chelsea, Tottenham, Everton, Liverpool, maybe even Villa are creeping into the conversation. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight for that last Champions League place. Or even the 3rd place because, Leicester always playing games down towards the end of the season anyways. But guys, man, this was a shocking loss to Chelsea, who were unbeaten in all competitions under Thomas Tuchel up until that time. And I've been mentioning that this could actually be the end of the honeymoon period, where Chelsea could actually be in for a rude awakening. They play Man City in the semi-final of the FA Cup that's coming up pretty soon. And they have a Champions League game coming up as well. The Champions League game is this Wednesday against Porto. And it could get very, very ugly really, really fast. Because the next games are against Porto, Crystal Palace, Porto again, Man City, and a dangerous Brighton, Hove and Albion team. West Ham, Fulham fighting for survival. City again. Arsenal, Leicester, Aston. It's going to be a very, very tricky end to the season for Chelsea FC. Remember, I told you so. It's going to be tough to get that top 4 spot. Remember, I told you it's going to be very, very difficult. It is going to be difficult. It's hard to call. It is hard to call. You know what else is very, very hard to call, guys? West Bromwich Albion and their chances of survival, because with Fulham actually losing 3, they actually lost 4 of their last 5 matches. It has given West Brom a sniff here, and with Newcastle not winning any of their last 5, drawing 4, losing 1, West Brom with 2 wins, West Brom are up to 27 points, and sniffing Newcastle's behind. You see what I'm saying? Because Newcastle, if you check their next games coming up, they play Burnley, difficult, but still they could win that. West Ham, very, very difficult. We know what West Ham has been doing. Then Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester, City. It's gonna be tough. So if West Brom are to give themselves a chance, they have to simply just keep winning games. And they have shown us that they have the capabilities now to topple the bigger clubs. Because they toppled Chelsea. Chelsea were the most informed team, maybe behind Man City. Maybe behind City and to a lesser extent United. And West Brom toppled them. You see what I mean? West Brom did get a draw against Liverpool, did get a draw against Man City. So they have got some big results this season, but they have not been consistent. The next game will be against Southampton and then against Leicester. Aston Villa, Wolves, these are all winnable games for Big Sam. If you win all 4 games, that could be survival. That could be, maybe not, but that could take them very, very close to survival. It's going to be a tough one to achieve. It's very, very hard to call. And we're just going to take it one game at a time, guys. Just simply one game at a time for now. Seriously. So as I said, Chelsea, they have Porto next. And for West Brom, they have Southampton. So we will touch upon these teams next time we do predictions. So Chelsea, how do you guys feel? What were your reactions to this result? Because my mind was blown away. I was truly, truly entertained by this game, I have to say. So Malik Anthony Gray saying West freaking Brom. Yep, West Brom, man. West Brom, you know what I'm saying? So big up to K Block. I see you in the house. How are you doing? We have Pure Styles is saying this season showed us how much impact Van Dijk had on Liverpool's success these last few years. Definitely. So let me see. Any thoughts on this game? We had all right. We have Dupe in the house. How are you doing, Dupe? Big up to you. We have wonderful human being with a great character in the house. Jordan Hyman, Steve, Palomo, everybody in here. Bayern fan, big up yourselves, man. Big up everybody. Man City FC CX, how are you guys doing? Big up yourselves. What else we got here? So Malik is saying that we ain't beating Porto, Palace, City. We finished top 4 over. Have some hope, man. Have some hope. So that'll be it in terms of the Chelsea-West Brom game. Well played to Big Sam and West Brom. Chelsea would hope that that's just a blip in their progress towards their top 4 hopes, and they would hope that it doesn't affect them against Porto. So let us move right on. So guys, the next game I want to talk about, Leeds versus Sheffield United. Leeds versus Sheffield. But wait. Before we move on, if West Brom do get relegated, Mateus Pereira will make a great signing. Unless he sticks around and help them to come back up to the Premier League. But apart from that, he would make a really good signing, man. I could see him going to a team like Arsenal. You know what I mean? Arsenal. That'd be a good signing for a team like Arsenal. But any top 6 teams would do, let's say top 8 team would do well with him. So we have Dupe saying, I'm good. And you nervous for... Why are you nervous? I'm not nervous, bro. I have not been nervous for a very, very long time when it comes to Man City. I haven't been nervous. It is what it is. If we get knocked out, we get knocked out. What is it? What are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? But guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up and closer to 100 thumbs up. All right, so let us go. The next game, let's talk about Leeds versus Sheffield United. Leeds 2, Sheffield 1. My prediction was Leeds 3, Sheffield 1. I don't think it's very hard to predict a Sheffield United win these days. It's very, very difficult. With the appointment of Paul Heckingbottom as caretaker manager, it's just ironic. You know what I'm saying? Heckingbottom? You guys are at the freaking bottom. And you appoint a man by the name of Heckingbottom. Like, come on. It's over for you. It is over. There's absolutely no hope. It's done. It is done. It is done. But I knew they would have scored a goal. I knew they would peg one back. And they did here. And it was Ben Osborne he does not score at all. That was his first Premier League goal. So in this game, Leeds came out the tracks really, really fast. Jack Harrison with a tap-in, assisted by Rafinha, who has been a really, really, really good signing. But in the 45th minute extra time, Ben Osborne equalized to give Sheffield United some hope. But then the old man, Phil Jagielka, man, old in terms of football. He's not that old, you know what I mean? He's only 38 years old. Only 38 years young. Phil Jagielka couldn't help but, guide one into the back of his own net. And it gave Leeds a well-deserved win. I think Leeds played very well. They dominated the match and they deserve this win. Sheffield, man, it is just sad what happened to Sheffield. Last season they had overlapping centre-backs with O'Connell and Egan and, these guys. And this season, now you have left-backs and right-backs, playing at centre-back. Baldock and Ender Stevens used to be running down the freaking flanks, overlapping too. But now they find themselves, sandwiching Phil Jagielka. It's just sad. Fleck doesn't look like the same player. Lundstrom looks like he's ready to get up out of there because he's not going to renew his contract. And Ollie Norwood, sandwich in the middle there. He used to be in and out of the team last season. It's just been a weird season for Sheffield United, man. They spent the money. They didn't spend it right. And I could keep going and going and going. But I don't want to. They had a concussion substitute in this game where George Baldock came off. And, they had 4 substitutes used there. But even with, a 4th substitute being used, it didn't help them. Leeds only used 3 available. They were, they could have used another one, but they only used 3. And Bielsa and Leeds keep, solidifying their Premier League status with yet another win. They are currently 11th in the table, 42 points. That's not a bad return after returning to the Premier League for the first time in 17 years. That's not bad at all. 42 points. This is ridiculous. So congratulations to Leeds United on their success this season. See you next year. You see what I mean? And hopefully for them, they could hold on to some of their brighter talents. And judging from what they've been doing in terms of recruitment, I know Leeds United will bring in some quality players. I know this. So guys, also, don't forget to take some time to head on over to cardsplug.com/dominicrichfc. You could get a card like my boy, right over here, like my boy Michael here. Use the coupon code dominicrichfc to get yourself 15% off. There should be an Easter sale going on at the site right now. If you click the link down below, I'll get credit for any sale that happens. So it's a way of supporting the channel as well and getting a nice gift for yourself to put on your wall or give it to somebody else for their wall. So appreciate that. So let us move right on. So guys, any thoughts on Sheffield United and if they could go back down to the Championship, rebuild and come again? Any chance? Because after placing 9th last season, they were even in a conversation for Champions League at one time and even Europa League. It's sad. It is sad. It is really, really sad. Really sad how they've declined, man. It's just hard to just explain. Did they get figured out? Or did they get complacent? Who knows? Who knows? But look at where they're at the bottom of the table. It's probably only Schalke doing worse than Sheffield in the top 5 leagues. So, Whelan come against Sheffield. All the best they have since sacked their manager Chris Wilder as well. So, they just wanted some fresh ideas because Chris Wilder didn't have a clue, what he was doing this season, apparently. And plus, last season, they had fans for most of the season, and this season, a smaller club would have benefited more from their home matches with their fans there. And even when they traveled away, they have their supporting, their 12-man there to actually cheer them on. So that will definitely affect them as well. You know what I mean? Big up to Prime Prodigy in the house where, what happened to Chelsea, bro? What happened to Chelsea? You know what I'm saying? What happened to Chelsea? You guys got completely smashed. You got battered. Okay, you got battered by West Brom. It's just all banter, Prime Prodigy like to mess around, talk about my FIFA skills and all, But Prime Prodigy, whenever we meet, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. You see what I'm saying? Taco Bell. It's a wrap. But look, man, Dems in the house. How are you doing, Dems? He said, 10-man Chelsea, it was expected. No, it was not expected. It wasn't expected. They had to manage the game better, and they didn't. Simple, simple, simple. But Leeds have played some very attractive football this season, and they have been rewarded with another season in the Prem de la Prem. So, for Leeds United, who do they play next? Their next game will be against the mighty Manchester City, where they managed to pick up a 1-1 draw in the first match. And then they have Liverpool United. Oh, man, 3 big games for Leeds United. City, Liverpool, and United. Let's see how they fare. I think they win. I think they win at least one of those ones. But who? I won't tell you just yet. Wait. You have to wait. Have some freaking patience. For Sheffield United, their next game will be against Arsenal at Bramall Lane. Sheffield, guys, do you back Sheffield to do the business? You think Arsenal are going to play games again? Let us see. So what are you guys saying in the chat? Big up to everybody in the house. We have 50 plus people in here, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to 100 thumbs up. We have a lot of games left to talk about. We got to talk about the Leicester Man City. We got to talk about the Arsenal Liverpool. And we have much more to chat on about this nice Monday evening where I was so tired, man. Before this live stream, I was contemplating not doing it. But when I remembered that I'll be joined by some fantastic people in the comment, I said I have to show up. And I have to talk to my peeps. I have to. So definitely big up to everybody in here right about now. So what we're going to do, we're going to move right on to the next game, and that will be Southampton versus Burnley. I need to take some of my Flonase or something because allergies are like seriously acting up right now. It's not that bad, but still. I predicted a 1-0 win for Southampton here. And how did it end? It ended nicely for Southampton. It was a 3-2 thriller. So I started watching this game late. To be completely honest, I didn't realize the game was going on because I got distracted and got into a conversation with someone. And when I tuned in, it was already 2-2. So which means I tuned in at about 40-something minutes. And I was like, yeah, damn. You know what I mean? But I did see the goals. I did see what happened. And it was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game. I'm telling you guys, the games we had for match week 30 after the international break, we had some hell of a games. Weren't you entertained? I was fully entertained. And I have to say once again, I did get to watch some of every single game this weekend. I don't know what it is, guys. I feel obligated. It's like when Crystal Palace and Everton were playing, that was a perfect time for me to take a nap. You see what I mean? Or just nap through the West Ham versus Wolves game to just get some rest. But I just can't. You see what I'm saying? I'm dedicated like that. I just can't. So Chris Wood scored his 7th goal this season from the penalty spot. 28-minute Matej Vidra, who's been getting a lot more game time these days, scored his 2nd goal of the season, assisted by who? Chris Wood. So Chris Wood has been, in the thick of things since he returned from injury. Very, very good player. New Zealand's finest. Very, very good player from, way, way, way down under there. So, but after going 2-0 up, Burnley lost the plot. Sean Dyche probably kicking all of these guys all over the dressing room after what transpired here. Stuart Armstrong with his 4th goal of the season, set up by Danny Ings. And then Danny Ings scoring his 9th, set up by Nathan Redmond, who has been in sublime form this season, or lately. Lately, Nathan Redmond has been very, very good. He did score some goals in the FA Cup as well. And Nathan Redmond capped it off in the 66th minute, set up by Theo Walcott, who is now back from injury. So that's a good thing for Southampton, man. They could now get back into the swing of things after going through a horrible, horrible period there after they got smashed 9-0 by Manchester United. And, it's looking on the up again for Southampton. Musa Jenepo did come on late there and look good. Came on for Theo Walker. Che Adams came on and he had a sitter. He had a 1v1 with the goalkeeper, couldn't score. Salisu came off the bench as Hassan Huto looked to show things up and manage the game well. And it was a really, really good fight back for Southampton, and they win the game 3-2. What a match, man. What a match. I think Ibrahima Diallo had a very, very solid game. The younger brother of PSG man Abdou Diallo. And Ward-Prowse was good again. I think Ward-Prowse did hit the post, one time, or a crossbar, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember everything. Kyle Walker-Peters, what a player, man. They always look better with him in the team. I think Tottenham would be actually kicking themselves for the fact that they let this guy go. You see, when you underestimate a player and you say, he's not that good, he ain't good enough, you know what I mean? And you let the man go, things like this happen, you know what I'm saying? So big up to the boy, J. Stinger official in the house, who said, I predicted West Brom to win against Chelsea. Good prediction, but I think you guessed that one. That was a fluke. That was a fluke. And Dupe saying, damn, same. I watched all the games except for Arsenal versus Liverpool. While the Arsenal versus Liverpool game was going on, guys, I actually took the time to meet up with my boy Demo Dre. He was actually playing cricket. He loves to play cricket. So I met up with Demo Dre. What up to Demo Dre if you're watching this? And, I got to meet Demo Dre and his missus. What up to the missus as well? And, we had a good little conversation there. So that I haven't really met a lot of people who I met on the channel in real life, but Demo Dre is definitely one of them because he's from New York, and there is a clip on the channel from the shorts, not the shorts, it's like the stories. You guys could go check out the stories. Let me make sure I download that story because when it disappears, I won't ever have it again. So I did get to meet up with the boy Demo Dre, and while the Arsenal-Liverpool game was going on. But I'll get to that. I didn't miss anything because as soon as I left the park and I really started watching the game was when the action actually happened. So, yeah. You know what I mean? But let me see if I could actually upload that video clip so you guys could get to see that if you haven't yet seen it. So I'll share it with you guys. All right, guys, look here. This is me meeting the boy. Oh, Demo Dre is in the house. Oh, man. Speak of the devil. Guys, look here, man. Look here. Look this. You see? Demo, I needed a better answer from you. I don't know. Maybe I put you on the spot, but you don't sound too confident about next season, though. Guys, take it away. Take it away. Here you go. So I got Demo Dre with me. Where do you think Liverpool will place next season?
Liverpool will definitely be top 4. Don't worry about that, Dom.
I thought you say you should say you're gonna win the title, not top 4.
No, we'll see after the transfer window.
You talking about transfer window? Like, come on, man. I need confidence, bro. I need confidence. You know what I'm saying? I need some confidence. You know what I mean? Like, you're telling me about transfer window. Here, look, listen to this guy. Listen to this guy again. So I got Demo Dre with me. Where do you think Liverpool will place next season?
Liverpool will definitely be top 4. Don't worry about that, Dom.
I thought you say you should say you're gonna win the title, not top 4.
No, we'll see after the transfer window.
Whoa, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. You know what I mean? But City are gonna run away with the title next season once again, easily. I told you guys why City are gonna run away with the title. The African Cup of Nations have been moved again to 2022, the same time it usually plays previously. Late January, February. It's a wrap for Liverpool. When Salah and Mane leaves, Liverpool better bring in 2 players during the summer transfer window. You need 2 wingers. Get rid of Shaqiri, Origi, and sell Oxlade-Chamberlain. You get rid of these guys. Matter of fact, let me rephrase. You get rid of these bums. You bring in some quality players. If Liverpool bring in Pedro Neto, Rafinha, those 2, that's where some money should be spent. 2 wingers, close to 100 mil, and the defender that you guys, Ibrahima Konate. Liverpool have to spend at least close to 200 mil to win the title next season. That's all I'm going to say. And then we are going to continue talking here. Look, Southampton versus Burnley. Let us go back here. Southampton versus Burnley. Guys, if you have any thoughts on that, let me know. K-Block says, love seeing those in public vids. Love seeing... What are you talking about, K-Block? Love seeing what? What are you talking about? But look, man, it was a good comeback. It was a good comeback by Southampton. Fraser Forster was very good in goal as well. You know, it's a good decision to take McCarthy out of the firing line after after you get 9, you have to be taken out. You have to be taken out of the firing line. After you get 9, you have to be taken out of the firing line. Firing line. Firing line. Sounds familiar? Angus Gunn. Firing line. Angus Gunn. He got 9 too. He got taken out of the firing line. And that's how McCarthy became the number 1 goalkeeper. And now it happened to him too. And now Fraser Forster is the number 1 goalkeeper. Big up to Bednarek and Vestergaard, solid at the back. Bertrand as well. Ryan Bertrand, ever presence in left back there. He'll be around for at least 3 to 4 more seasons at Southampton. I don't see him leaving or going anywhere anytime soon. He's only 31. The former Chelsea man won a Champions League and all. But for Burnley, man, they blew it, man. They blew it. You have a 2-0 lead. You blew it. Poor. But, I mean, quality prevailed in the end, and Southampton, showed more quality on the day. So Southampton have now climbed up to 13th in the table. They have 36 points, and they could now breathe easy. 2 or 3 more points would be good enough, but over the last couple of seasons, 36 is enough. I think they will survive. They have 8 matches left, and they won't lose all 8 like they were losing, on the bounce a couple of weeks ago. They'll be all right. They have 2 wins in the last 5. They will be all right. They will be in the league next season. Their next game is against West Brom. That's a big one. That is a big one. For Burnley, they are 15th. They got 33 points. They do have a cushion over the teams, struggling in the relegation zone there, where West Brom, they do have a 12-point, cushion there. And for Fulham, they do have a 7-point gap between the 2 teams. So they'll be fine. pretty sure they would pick up enough points to play Premier League football next season as well. And their next game will be against Newcastle. That's going to be a good one. What are you guys saying in the chat, man? What are you guys saying in the chat? We have Air Slayer in here. How are you doing, Air Slayer? He said, Thriller from Manila, you guys are still paying Lille for Pepe. Look, Lille, big up to Lille, man, because they have actually took the money they made from Victor Osimhen, and who haven't done that great at Napoli as well, and Pepe, who haven't done great at Napoli, and look at where they're at in the league. They're top of the table, which is ridiculous. They have Burak Yilmaz there, right? They have Jose Font. They have some veterans there. They have Renato Sanchez, Jonathan David doing the thing. I saw that Jonathan David score against PSG to win the game. You see, I would love if Lille win the title. I think Lille are the last French club to win the Ligue 1. Apart from Monaco, they are the last French team to win Ligue 1. You know, back in, I think, 2011, Eden Hazard was part of the team there. So, big up to the boy Thriller from Manila who says poor return on investment. That guy is. And talking about investments, things are on the up. Things are on the up these past couple of days, Thriller. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Also, guys, remember the light goal is 100. Let's get it there. Let us get it there. All right. So, guys, we're going to move right on to the next game. Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur. Big up to the boy OBOKK in the house. He says Liverpool is like dying python. Like a python. They will strike when you thought they are dead and gone. Oh, we will talk about Liverpool soon. Don't worry, sir. We'll get to that. We'll get to Liverpool. We aren't there yet. We aren't there yet. Obi, make sure you smash your thumbs up button, okay? And if there's anybody in here who have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscriptions are going up. You know, the road to 50K is in full effect. Oh, Montpellier won League on too? Yeah. You know, PSG have been winning so many times that, you know, you forget who freaking win League on, man. Look, Montpellier, let me do a double check really quick there. Montpellier FC. I did remember one of them teams did, you know, yeah. Let me see. Let me see something. Let me do a quick fact check here. You know, fact check. Quick fact checked. All right, honors from Montpellier. Ligue 1, yeah, 11-12, and I think Lille was 10-11 if I'm not mistaken. So, well done for bringing that up. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So, good stuff. 10-11 was Lille, yeah. Lille won it, 10-11. PSG got Europa League then. And Marseille won it in 2009-10. So PSG haven't really started winning until maybe like the 2012-13 season. So, yeah, good job. Yeah, PSG really came to prominence then. And only Monaco have dethroned them since the 2012-13 season. It seems like Lille are going to do it this time around. You see, we could always learn something. You know what I mean? The French league is not my forte, but still, we could always learn something, man. Definitely. Thank you very, very much, man. Very much, Air Slayer. Big up to the boy Air Slayer for that. Definitely big up to you for that, man. You know what I mean? Montpellier's current captain is 43-year-old center back. I know that guy. I think that's Hilton, right? Is that Hilton? I think that's Hilton. Hilton, man. The man is evergreen. Big up to the boy Obi OKK for dropping the super chat, the super sticker there. Thank you very much, Obi, for dropping the $5 super sticker. Do appreciate that, man. Do appreciate that. You know, and you know, Thriller, anyone who dislikes the videos, they're just in a category by themselves because it's not, you know, they're lonely. You see what I mean? It's all good. I don't pay no mind to that. It's all good. You know what I mean? Because Dom says Mount is overrated with praise Foden for some reason. All right, look. Mount wasn't doing. Look, Mount has played well over the last month or so since Tuchel came in. And he did well, for England as well. But while Frank Lampard was there and the way he was playing Mason Mount, he wasn't giving him the return on his investment, man. Come on. So hence, you got to say he's overrated. But I don't feel the same way anymore. Okay? All right? Mount came, he proved himself, he's scoring some goals, he's picking up assists. It's fine. You know what I mean? You got to be a man and admit that, maybe it was Mount got his act together, basically. He got his act together. You see what I mean? So, guys, let's talk about the Newcastle-Tottenham game, though. Let's talk about Newcastle versus Tottenham. What a game, man. What a game. My prediction for that one, 3-1 win for Tottenham Hotspur. I give the bums Tottenham too much credit. Way too much credit, man. Way too much credit. So Prime Prodigy saying Mount is better than Foden. Bro, I don't know if you haven't been watching Phil Foden, but what I want you to do is go back and watch the Man City versus Liverpool match when we spanked Liverpool and see what Foden did in that game. And let me know if Mount ever did anything like that. Just both of them are good players, but just go. Check it out for yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about. We're not going to get into that argument right about now. You want an argument. You want a Chelsea argument right now. You're not going to get it because Phil Foden is on another level. People only got praises for Phil Foden. That's the crazy thing. People got Phil Foden, praises. Mason Mount, criticism. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on. All right. So let us talk Newcastle 2, Spurs 2. Big point for Newcastle, man. They've been picking up a lot of draws lately. A lot of draws. They're currently 17th and they have 4 draws in the last 5 games. They haven't been good in 2021 at all. They have not been good. 2-2 draw against Spurs. They lost to Brighton. Drew against Villa. Drew against West Brom. Drew against Wolves. Lost to United. Lost to Chelsea. They did beat Southampton. Lost to Palace. Did beat Everton. Lost to Leeds. Lost to Villa. Lost to Arsenal. Lost to Sheffield. They have been horrible in 2021. And you could add a loss against Leicester City in there. But they did pick up a 0-0 draw against Liverpool, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Like, everybody's eating off Liverpool's plate right about now. So, sorry, Obi. I don't mean to rub it in on or anything, Big up to the boy, Sachin Dev Prasad in the house as well. He says, would love to see West Ham in the Champions League. I was thinking the same thing today. I don't think they have ever qualified for the Champions League, though, So, Obi is saying, is Chelsea now part of the conversation? They are jokers. Nah, they are not. And Leeds Focus is asking, how Mourinho isn't sacked yet is beyond me. The reason why Mourinho isn't sacked yet is because of his ridiculous contract where it will cost Daniel Levy and Spurs up to 40 million, I think. 40 million euros to sack him. So it's cheaper to keep her at the club. You see what I mean? It's cheaper to keep Maureen at the club. You sack Maureen and you're going to cost yourself a lot of money. You see what I mean? And the person who comes in might not be able to do a lot better. But that is still a good point. You see what I mean? They're still in with a shout for top 4. Seeing that they were struggling a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? They do take advantage of the weaker teams. And they kind of disappear against the more quality opponents. But still, they've done pretty decent considering how the teams around them have done this season. And yeah, Prime Prodigy, 40 mil. His contract, his pay is very, very, very lucrative. So, look, 2-2, Newcastle. This is a game I saw, and I think Newcastle should have done a lot better. Dwight Gale with a really good chance, double chance. He missed it. Joe Linton had a really good chance. He missed it, and then he scored. He scored the opening goal. But 2 minutes later, Harry Kane equalized, and 4 minutes later, Harry Kane made it 2-1. This guy, Kane, is oh man, this guy's a beast. But the thing is, I think Newcastle didn't defend well against Kane. They basically were too standoffish, and they allowed him to do his thing. And then Joe Willock, on loan from Arsenal, he scored one of his sweetest goals ever to make it 2-2 for Newcastle. And they stayed in the game, they fought hard, and they have been picking up some, last resort goals lately. Jamal Lascelles come to mind. And, it's a good point for Steve Bruce and Newcastle. But the job isn't over. They have to keep fighting. They have to keep fighting here. Alain Saint-Maximin is back, but Callum Wilson have not yet recovered from his injury, where he thought that he could have over the international break, but he's still out. So, Joe Willock is another conversation where Arsenal, I don't understand why they send these guys out on loan, or they have these guys and not using them, and then they go out and they're performing really well. And then you bring in guys on loan. I don't get it. You bring in Odegaard, you bring in Ceballos. I think Willock was doing a good job, in my opinion. Whatever happened to Eddie Nketiah? Is he injured? I haven't seen this guy in ages. What happened to Reece Nelson? I haven't seen Reece Nelson in ages. Reece Nelson needs to go to Southampton or something. You know what I mean? He needs to go back to Hoffenheim or one of them German clubs because, he's a decent player. Decent little player there. You know what I mean? So, Tanguy Ndombele, who assisted Kane's second goal, looked pretty good in the end there. Some really nice skills and everything. I thought Tottenham were gonna, bomb, but another sad game for the Tottenham fans here, where they drop points once again. And they did come back, but they dropped points from a winning position, we must say. But you have to give it to Newcastle. You definitely have to give it to Newcastle, though. Definitely. Heung-min Son came back into the frame, coming back from injury, but wasn't effective. Carlos Vinicius had a little run out in the first half there. And, if City don't beat Spurs, 25th of this month, guys, I will bang up my head against the wall. I'm telling you. I will bang my head against the wall. Because we have to beat Spurs. This Spurs team deserves no silverware this season. None. Carabao Cup, cities. We have to win that. Handle Kane, win the Carabao Cup. You see what I'm saying? Handle Kane, win the Carabao Cup. So Thriller saying Arteta don't trust Eddie and Reece. I haven't seen Eddie in a long time. I haven't seen none of them in a long time. But excuse me for the sniffles there. Excuse me for the sniffles. Tottenham Hotspur, they blew their chance of getting into the top 4. And they're on 49 points right now. They have been good in their last 5 games. And not to count the Dinamo Zagreb debacle there, where they bottled the Europa League. And the Europa League round of 16 got knocked out after a 2-0 lead in the first leg. Big up to Dinamo Zagreb as well, And Tottenham, man, not a bad result. They're 6th right now. Europa League. You see what I'm saying? You deserve Europa League. But guys, as I said, the race for that top 4 spot is going to be really, really tricky. I low-key want West Ham to get it. Seriously. Man City, United, Leicester, West Ham. Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, Everton, Aston Villa, Arsenal. You guys could fight for Europa League. Seriously. I know the Liverpool fans don't want to hear this. I know you don't want to hear this. But, man, let's see some fresh teams in the damn thing, man. You see what I mean? Let's see some fresh teams. But Liverpool are still in the Champions League. And the fans are very, very bullish on the fact that they could go on and win the whole damn thing and save their season like they did a couple seasons ago. What was that? The 2018-19 season. Liverpool, their season was basically done. 1 point, they missed out on the title. They went on to win the Champions League. So this could be a similar season. Even though I didn't predict Liverpool to move on. They can. Of course they can. Of course they can. We got a lot to go through. Newcastle, though. Let's talk a little bit about Newcastle before we move on, though. Because Newcastle, they're a big club. Came back up a couple seasons ago. They've done fairly okay. You know what I mean? On the, you call it the Rafa Benitez, they placed 10th. And then last season, they placed 13th. Didn't finish the season well at all. The last 2 seasons, they haven't finished off well. And if things continue the way they have over the last couple seasons, Newcastle are going down. Unless Fulham just doesn't win either. But Newcastle have not finished seasons well in the last couple seasons. Well, 17, 18, 10th, right? They lost 4 of their last 5 matches, right? And if we go back, they came back in 17, 18. That's when they came back. 17, 18, they came back. If we check 18, 19, Newcastle, they placed 13th. They finished a lot better then. But last season, they didn't finish the season. So this is their 4th season back since they came up from the championship. And they're in a relegation scrap right about now. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts on Spurs? What are your thoughts on Newcastle United? So Thriller is saying cocky ass troops came back to London talking smack. And that's why you guys lost, right? Oh, man. Thriller is saying we don't deserve European football. Heartless performance against Liverpool. We'll get to that one. Dupe finding Chelsea in the top 4. Prime Prodigy saying Mourinho is a genius, though. I'm a genius, too. I'm a genius. You want to debate? We're not going to debate. Because it's debatable. You see what I'm saying? You get it? It's debatable. You see what I'm saying? It is debatable. So we got Nick, Mr. Nick Carpasitis in the house. How are you? It's very much like 2005. Liverpool finished 6th. They beat a German team in the round of 16, beat Chelsea in the semis, and won the Champions League in Istanbul. Yeah, could be one of them seasons, you know. It could be. Definitely could be. So, guys, I gotta go get some medicine, man. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Let me get something for my sniffles. Okay, so in the meantime, enjoy this gift of Kalicha Iheanacho. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, please. Don't go nowhere. But I need to take some medicine here. Give me 1 sec. You guys are the best. I left here with 61 people in here, and I came back and met 61 people in here. It's like back in the days when I used to go to school and the teacher left the class. The class go crazy. But you guys are good. I didn't have to come in here and tell anybody to sit down and get back to your seat or, get out of class. No. You guys have been really good. So big up to everybody in the house, man. You guys are the real deal. And we are back. I did take my medicine. I don't know what happened, but I never used to have allergies until about 2014. And I have to take Flonase, man. It's this nasal spray. Spray it up in your nose 3 times 3 times over here. And it's like, it works. It works, man. It works like a charm. Really works, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm like, I'm on some type of drug when I do take this. You know what I mean? Well, let's keep it PG and keep it moving. But yeah, pollen is crazy in ATL. Everything covered in yellow. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's a conspiracy, man. I never had allergies all my life, man. And then, bam, allergies. But yeah, I'm much better now. I'm feeling better already. This thing works instantaneously. So Prime Prodigy is saying, I'm actually glad we lost to West Brom because if we didn't get that wake-up call, it could be terrible for Porto. Bro, I know you ain't happy you lost, bro. You just tried to cushion the blow. Be aware of Porto. That's all I'm going to say. That is all. That is all I'm going to say. Be aware of Porto. So, guys, we have a lot of games to go through. We're not moving fast enough at all. We're just an hour through. But we're moving good. We're moving good. I'm feeling better already, Dupe. I'm feeling much better. Look, Aston Villa Fulham. I predicted a 1-1 draw. How did it end? How did it end here? It ended in a 3-1 win for Fulham. I was watching this game and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get my prediction right. Aston Villa had other thoughts. I have to give it to Villa here. I also have to give it to Fulham. They fought hard. They played some good football. Alexander Mitrovic scored again. And when I say again, he's been scoring for fun for Serbia. So the fact that he's been doing well for Serbia, Scott Parker rightfully gave him the start in the game. And he was repaid. Terrible mistake by Tyrone Mings. Terrible back pass. But you got to give it to Mitrovic for staying switched on and pressuring the defense. And he skipped around Emi Martinez. Bam, scored 1-0. I was like, ooh. Fulham actually jumped out the relegation zone with that goal. But, oh man. Master stroke by Dean Smith. Master stroke. No Grealish still. Let's mention that Grealish not fit still. And Villa was able to do the business without Grealish. This is what they need. They need players to step up. And step up, Trezeguet did. There's an Egyptian in the Premier League by the name of Mohamed Salah, right? Did you know there was another Egyptian in the league by the name of El Mohammadi and Trezeguet? Because Trezeguet came on, and I think it was his first touch he scored with. If I'm not, it wasn't his first touch. It wasn't Trezeguet. It was somebody else I'm thinking about that scored with their first touch. It wasn't Trezeguet. But Trezeguet, man, what a goal. Set up by Tyrone Mings too. Because after that mistake that Mings made, he just felt like he had to make amends. What was a centre half doing so far up the field, squaring a ball into the 18-yard box area, and for Trezeguet to just place it past Areola? You see what I'm saying? Who was made to look very, very average on the day with those goals. And then the Keenan Davis cross, Davis came on. Master stroke. Davis, he hasn't scored since 2018. But I think he showed a lot of fight there. Tosin Adebarayo, oh man, I felt so sorry for the young man. Oh man, he looked like Bambi on ice there, man. Tosin, bro. Tosin, man. You're former Man City player. You cannot hold on to the ball that long. He held on to the ball, tried to pull it around. Keenan Davis muscled him off the ball, ran, squared it in, and Trezeguet did the rest. What a wicked shot. First touch, bam, goal. And then set up by Bertrand Traore. Guys, it's ridiculous. That Bertrand Traore he actually schooled. He's part of the teachers union. He got his degree for teaching, and he schooled 2 Aston Villa defenders in one motion. It was ridiculous, man. The man from Burkina Faso, simply ridiculous. What a freaking ball. What a play. And Ollie Watkins, who have been very good this season with 11 goals, Liverpool's boogeyman, he tapped it in to make it 3-1. I felt it for Fulham at that time, and I was like, oh, God, poor Fulham. They tried really hard. They deserve something more from the game, but Well played, Villa. Well played. Villa have been kind of playing around lately. You know what I mean? They could have been much higher in the table. They could have. They're 44 points. They're still in contention for Europe. But if they had done better in their 4 previous games or in the games where Jack Grealish haven't been playing, Villa would have been top 4 right now. Because they have games in hand. They would have been top 4. You see what I mean? And the fact that they have a game in hand, if they win their game in hand, they would go up to 47 points. And their game in hand, they play Liverpool next, which is, who's looking forward for that game? Who's looking forward for that game? By a show of hands, let me know who's looking forward to that game. Who's looking forward to that game? And I'm looking at the live stream right now. The live stream looking really crispy though. I think I refocused the camera a bit and it looks like a lot crispier and everything. You guys notice that? Do you guys notice the live stream is coming in 1080p quality? Really good. Who else looking forward to that game? Me. I'm looking forward to that game. That will be Saturday, April 10th, 10 a.m. I won't miss that one for nothing. Let's see what Liverpool are made of. Are Liverpool made of sugar and spice and everything nice? Or are they made of steel? Are they going to smash up? Are they going to Swiss cheese up Aston Villa next Saturday? Let us wait and let's see. Let us see. That one's going to be good. That one is going to be good. So look, man, Fulham, are they going to survive? They have been messing around, with their chances because they went through a very good period where they were winning games. And I'm like, whoa. But Fulham have lost 4 of their last 5 matches, man. It's been a tough running the games where they lost. They lost to City, expected. Lost to Leeds, not expected. Lost to Villa, not expected. At least draws in those 2 games would have done them a whole lot of good. They beat Liverpool. Woo. They lost to Tottenham. They were the better team on the day as well. And, they would rue some of the games that they drew because they actually drew a lot of games. They actually drew 11 games. They have only won 5 matches this season. So, but drawing 11 games is, converts at least 3 of those into wins. You would have been in a better position right about now. You know what I'm saying? You add 6 more points. It would have been 32 points. They would have been higher than Newcastle. They would have been, on level on points with Brighton. So, Fulham, I don't know, guys. It's hard to call right now between Fulham and Newcastle. And I think the last game of the season is between Fulham and Newcastle. So, you know what I mean? Let us see. Guys, I would actually love if the last game of the season between Fulham and Newcastle decides who goes down and who stay up. Who else would love that? By a show of hands, let me know who else would love that. Because I would. I definitely would. But we are going to move on from this game, though. We are definitely going to move on. For Fulham, their next game will be against Wolverhampton Wanderers. While for Aston Villa, their next game will be against the Reds. When I say red, I mean Liverpool, okay? They're the only Reds in the league, right? So get it right, guys. Get it right. Save the date. Saturday, April 10th. Aston Villa versus Liverpool. The significance of that is because Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7-2 early on in the season. I don't need to remind anybody, but I might have to remind everybody. I have to. What a game. What a game that was, you know what I mean? But yeah, good game. Good game by Villa. They look kind of average throughout the game. They look really, really average. But I don't know what happened in the last 15 minutes there, man. It was a master stroke by Dean Smith. I have to give Dean Smith the credit there. Ramsey, Davis, and Trezeguet came off the bench and they looked good. Ademola Lookman happed off with an injury. Hopefully for Fulham, it's not a bad one. They need him. You see what I'm saying? So the next game I want to talk about, let's talk about the frauds, man. Manchester United, 2-1 win over Brighton. Brighton playing games, man. Brighton, you had this game. You could have at least taken a point, man. You could have taken a point and you just lost the plot and lost the whole game. Come on, Brighton. Come on. But I predicted a 2-2 draw for this one. It ended in a 2-1 win for Manchester United. And good on their part, you know. Next three, more points. They separate themselves from the Chelsea and the Liverpools and the Spurs and the West Hams and distance themselves from Leicester a little there. But, you know, yeah. United, man. It wasn't an impressive showing. It wasn't. They did play better later on in the game there after they made some substitutions where Dan James and, you know what I mean, Van de Beek to a lesser extent came on before the second goal there. McTominay came on after the goal. But overall, I don't think they were impressive. I think Rashford, who's struggling with injury right now, he scored a really, really good goal. But Cavani did not have a good game. Pogba had an average match. Bruno Fernandes, who I saw people are praising, he did get an assist in this game. Set up Rashford. Bruno Fernandes didn't do anything special in this match. He didn't. I was more impressed with what Brighton, Hove and Albion did. You see what I'm saying? Good goal by Welbeck. Really good header. You know, that was a double, thing. Ricochet came off, the rebound, put it in, past his old team there. And I really wanted Brighton to get something from this game. Because Brighton play some really attractive football there. And they've been blooding some very, very new youngsters in Andy Zakiri and Jakob Moder, who did score against England during the international break there. So big up to the boy Graham Potter and Brighton, Hove and Albion. They are not safe yet. But they have 32 points, 30 games, 8 matches left. You would believe that they would survive. You would believe that Brighton would survive. As for United, they are putting daylight between themselves and, as I mentioned, the Spurs and the West Ham and the Chelseas, etc. The stragglers behind, the stragglers. The stragglers who Man City up 20 plus points ahead of. Them stragglers I'm talking about. Yeah, but Luke Shaw, he has been very good this season. I got to give it to Luke Shaw. Maguire, and so Lindelof. These guys have been so, man. These guys have been so. I think Greenwood was sharp. He did hit the post, and he deserved the goal he got in the end there. And it's just perseverance and resilience by the young man why he was rewarded with that goal. And yeah, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer do the business again. He does it again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think it's Solskjaer, I really don't think it's Solskjaer. I think he just stays in the background and like smiles whenever they do good. And then whenever they don't, he's under a little pressure. Then he gets bailed out again. That's been the thing with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's not going to win anything. Have they won anything under Solskjaer since he was appointed? I can't even remember. Have they won anything under Solskjaer? Let me do a quick check here. I can't even remember, man. Solskjaer, they haven't won anything under Solskjaer. They haven't. He's been appointed since 2019. Man United ain't win nothing. They ain't win nothing. Nothing at all. Under Ole. Nothing. And I want Manchester United to do me a favor. Keep Ole at the wheel. World's best. How are you, man? How are you? Keep Ole at the wheel. You see what I'm saying? Because the longer Ole stays at the wheel, the more Man United don't win nothing. Big up to the boy Fabio. Big up to the boy Law Janos. Law Janos. How are you? Law Janos. Who you reckon will win the Euros? I go for Belgium. I'm leaning towards a Belgium to be honest. But I'll let you know in a later date. At a later date. In a video maybe. I'm good, Fabio. I'm struggling with a little allergies, but I took some medicine, so I'm a lot better. Big up to the boy AD744 in the house as well. And guys, look. Man United, I expected Brighton to get a draw. They haven't beaten United, I think, at Old Trafford. I don't think they've beaten United since like 1984 or something. But I thought they were going to get something out of the game, and they were on course, but they screwed things up, man. So United are now second with 60 points. And for them, they are in the Europa League. Let me get it right. They play Europa League this Thursday against Granada, the team that are in their first European season. And I'm hoping Granada do the business. Big up to the Granadan team as well. Big up to the boy Roberto Soldado. You know, Yanhel Herrera and them guys. You know, come on, guys. Go Granada! And then United play Tottenham again, where they got 6 the last time the two teams met. And on the same day, Liverpool did get 7 against Villa. Let me just remind you guys that did happen. Guys, smash the thumbs up button. Those of you guys who just came into the stream, smash the thumbs up button. The like goal is 100 likes. We are 36 likes short. Let's get there. Let us get there. Then Man United play Burnley, Leeds, Liverpool. Ooh, 1st of May. I'm looking forward to that one. That one is going to be good. That one is going to be really, really good. Man United versus Liverpool there. That one's going to be fun to watch. As for Brighton. Damn. Allergy is still acting up a little there. As for Brighton. Their next game is against Everton. That's winnable. That is winnable. Then they play Chelsea. That's also winnable. That's winnable. Sheffield, that's winnable. Leeds, that's winnable. Wolves, winnable. West Ham, winnable. Man City, not so winnable. Arsenal, winnable. I think Brighton have a good set of games left this season. They should be all right. They should be all right, man. And when I say about the Chelsea winnable, and people may be like, what? Yeah, come on. West Brom just smashed 5. Come on, man. Come on, you know. But Brighton will be okay. Brighton will be okay. With some Potter magic, they will be okay. They will definitely be okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to touch on the 2 games that were played today. And then we're going to talk about the 2 last games, the Leicester City versus Man City and the Arsenal Liverpool. I did not actually talk about the Man City game. I haven't spoken about it yet. This will be the first time I'm actually talking about it. I did make a small clip on my YouTube stories. I said Leicester, I expected better from them. They didn't show up. And that was it. I wanted to, but I think Saturday, my wife didn't go to work. I was going to go live momentarily and just talk about it. But I said, you know what? Just hang out with the wife and watch some TV. And I fell asleep still. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just have to say, yeah, man, no YouTube for the rest of the day. Go hang out with your wife. You see what I mean? And big up to the wife for also shifting towards the bedroom so that the little son Liam does not make a whole lot of noise in our ears right now. So that's also, you know what I mean? Thanks to the wife for that. Appreciate it, wife. Wife is life. You know what I'm saying? Wife is life. Yeah. So, yeah. Big up to Wolves Best. Thanks for stopping by. Sean, Virgil, thank you very much for stopping by as well. Big up to everybody who stopped by on the stream. Don't forget to like the video as well. So, look, the next game we're going to talk about Everton Crystal Palace. I predicted a 2-1 win for Palace. That game ended in a 1-1 draw. Saw this game. This game was today, and it's fresh in the memory. Big up to the boy Richarlison for not allowing James Rodriguez or Sigurdsson to take the penalty. He just wanted a penalty for him. Not a penalty, the free kick. Like, give me the free kick. It's mine. I got fouled. Give it to me. It's my free kick. It is my free kick. And also, big up to the boy Mishi Bashuwai. What's going on with this thing? This thing is malfunctioning right now. This thing is definitely malfunctioning right now. Let me see some overview. Yeah, this thing is malfunctioning right now. But let me just go to the other page here. This thing is definitely acting up. Definitely. Definitely acting up. So, Crystal Palace, Everton, 1-1. All right, let me get that game. So James Rodriguez scored in the 56th minute. That was a really good goal with his right foot crept into the near post. Guaita, who was the busier of the two goalkeepers in the match, kept out a few but couldn't keep that one out. And, Everton looked good. They looked good. And Crystal Palace held their own in the match as well. And you got to give it to Roy Hodgson, man. Master stroke by Roy Hodgson, bringing on Michy Batshuayi on loan from Chelsea. Yeah, he's still a Chelsea player. Former Marseille man. He plays for Belgium still. And I think that's why he scored. I think that's why Benteke had a pep in his step. Guys like Trossard had a pep in his step. Kevin De Bruyne, Leander Dendoncker, who did score. Everybody who played for Belgium played well, because when they go to play for Belgium, they just have a freaking field day. It's like they go out on a freaking field trip. And field trips, remember back in the days, or those of you guys who are still in school, field trips are the best. When you play for Belgium, you go on a field trip. You go to have fun. And Batshuayi, that was his first touch of the game. This is the player I was actually getting mixed up with. He scored the equalizer for Crystal Palace there to get a point. But Crystal Palace looked good with Eze, Zaha, Benteke, and Ayew all on the field at the same time. More attacking-minded play. I like that. And they were rewarded. They put out a good showing. But Everton, they will be kicking themselves in and Richarlison should have maybe scored. They had opportunities, didn't take them, and come on, typical Everton, man. Typical Everton. They just keep dropping points left, right, and center. And even though they have overachieved somewhat this season, they could have been in a lot better position up there, maybe 54 points or so. They could have been top 4 if they weren't playing around. Can't play around with your food, man. Only kids play around with their food like that. You see what I'm saying? Only kids play around with their food. And Everton have been really, really, really playing around this season, man. See what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, not much to talk about this game. James back. Who else came back? Jean-Philippe Gibamon came back for the first time since 2018. Everton paid $25 million for him from a German team. I can't remember if it was Hertha Berlin or whatnot. But he was hurt for a while. You know what I'm saying? Gibamon. Let me find him. This guy has been out for a long time. He's Ivorian, and he came in from Mainz. Came in from Mainz. 25 million pounds, no, not pounds, euros. 25 million euros, and he came in 2019. He's been injured since 2019. He was probably injured when they bought him in too. And he has 12 caps for the Ivory Coast, and he haven't played for the Ivory Coast in a while. His last cap for the Ivory Coast did come in the African Cup of Nations quarterfinals against Algeria. 2019 African Cup of Nations quarterfinal, Ivory Coast versus Algeria. I didn't even remember seeing him. I watched these games. I can't remember what happened back in 2019, to be honest. It's been a long time. It's a long, long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So, Thriller said Everton Rose looks so sad today. Well, I'm not really sub to Everton Rose. You know what I mean? Sorry, Everton Rose. I'm not really I don't get your videos in my feed at all. So if you're watching this, I'm really, really sorry about that. Really sorry. One day maybe I'll get Everton Rose on the channel. See what I'm saying? I need to work on my diplomacy, like guys like Doug. Doug is very diplomatic, Doug and Dave and these guys. They be getting anybody on their channels, man. I don't know. I'll be scared to message people and ask them, man. You know what I mean? People be funny these days. People be real funny, though. Yeah, people be funny, man. Like, people tell you things like, I don't know if I can or if I can't. You see what I'm saying? So, it's like, nah. Nah. But Everton were wasteful. Palomo, the Toffees, man, missed too many chances, man. definitely, you know what I'm saying? All right, Dom and the squad, I got to go. I will watch the replay. Peace out, man. Thanks for coming through and showing your support as well. Thank you very much. Thanks, Dupe, for plugging the other channels. Appreciate that. Do appreciate that. But a good job for Crystal Palace. And a good point for Everton. You know, every point counts. Every point counts towards progress. It is progress. They're 8th right now. They have 47 points. They're still in the question. They're still in the conversation, I should say, when it comes to Champions League places. Because West Ham are 4th. They have 52 points. They're still in the conversation. Could Carlo Ancelotti and Everton get Europa League or Champions League or even a Conference League? It's left to be seen. It's left to be seen. I would love for them to get something, though. I would really love for them to get something. Their next game will be against Brighton. So for Crystal Palace, they are 12th right now. They used to be 13th, but they're 12th. They have 38 points, so they will play, you know, Premier League football next season. And their next game will be a London derby against Chelsea, where they will be rubbing their hands in delight at their chances of actually beating the Blues. You know, everybody would be freaking rubbing their hands now after what happened against West Brom, man. Come on. I'm not making things up. The facts are there. You see what I'm saying? The facts are there to talk about. That's what I'm doing. I'm only messing with the Chelsea people, man. I'm only messing around. But let's talk about Wolves versus West Ham United here. I predicted a 2-0 win for West Ham. It ended in a 3-2 win for the Hammers. Listen, the Hammers, you guys are playing games, you know. 3-0 up against Arsenal, and you made them come back to draw the game. 3-0 up against Wolves, and you almost made them come back and draw the game again. West Ham, you need to get your act together, seriously. You need to manage games better, man. It seems like they're getting carried away or something after scoring for fun. You know what I mean? And big up to the boy Jesse Lingard as well, man. Lingard, man. Ooh. Lingard. God damn. Lingard, man. Lingard has been very, very good. Lingard has made a difference to this, you know, West Ham team. He has made a big, big, big difference. Got to give it to him. Has made a big difference. That first goal, oh my God. That first goal was tasty. That first goal was a whole meal and a half. That goal was good. That goal was damn good. Very, very good goal. Came all the way out from defense. You know, Wolves were on the attack and, you know, a corner attack by West Ham. And Jesse Lingard carried the ball, used Mikel Antonio as a decoy, fooled the Wolves defenders, and he banged it in past Rui Patricio, man. That was a good goal. Jesse Lingard, Lingardinho, at it again. At it again. I don't know what it is with the website. It have not really updated the stuff properly at all. I don't know why it's doing this, but they haven't really updated so I could let you guys know how many goals Lingard has this season. I think that was his 6th goal for West Ham this season. But he has been simply amazing, man. I think West Ham was good this season, but Jesse Lingard actually made them better. He actually made them better. Because if you check Jesse Lingard's stats right now, he has, you see here, the information for Wolves not available. He has 6 goals in 8 games. 6 goals in 8 games, man. This is ridiculous. 2 against Villa, 1 against Spurs, 1 against Leeds, 1 against Arsenal, and an assist, and a goal against Wolves. Lingard, Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or. Big up to the boy Doug. Doug, I was just talking about you. I was just mentioning how good you are at, you know, getting people on your channel and things like that, man. You know what I mean? And Ilyas Abdi, big up to you. He's saying wasn't expecting it from Lingard, thought his career was done. A lot of us really did. And Dupe, Dom, when you gonna get Jan on? Well, I haven't spoken to Jan in a couple of weeks, though, you know what I mean? The thing about girls, you know, you can't really talk to them too much because, you know, if you talk to girls too much, you know, you might give them the notion that you're trying a thing, you know what I mean? And I ain't trying no thing at all. See what I'm saying? So I talked to Jan very, very sparingly. But I've already spoken to her, and she said yes to the, one of these days we'll collab on something. And yeah, you know what I mean? One of these days, I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush at all because City will be doing fine for a while. And Jan is a big City fan, so Jan City. You know what I mean? So yeah, big up to the girl Jan City as well. So yeah, man. Lingard Dior. Definitely, I like that one. But Jesse Lingard has been brilliant, man. Has been definitely brilliant. So in this game, we had goals from Lingard. He set up Pablo Fornals. No, Pablo Fornals was set up by Masuaku. And I think Jared Bowen was I think Jared Bowen was released by Lingard. Let me get the information here. The transfer mark didn't update my damn thing, man. I transfer mark, you guys, I need to talk to somebody from transfer mark, Yeah, the Bowen goal was set up by Lingard. So yeah, I did get that one right. And Jared Bowen came on for Mikel Antonio, who was tormenting the hell out of Wolves. And as soon as Bowen came on, he scored. So West Ham has that depth, and that is really, really, really delightful to see here, that another team is challenging the top 6 teams and are challenging for a Champions League place as well in West Ham. You see what I'm saying? West Ham are doing what Wolves were doing for the last 2 seasons, if you guys haven't noticed. But that was a good goal from Pablo Fornals. Lingard involved in that goal again. The trick that Lingard did to like when he was off the field and he kept the ball in play, pass it to Masuaku and then to Fornals, and Fornals, oh man, that was good too. That was very good, man. You know what I mean? David Moyes was probably on the sidelines like this. I'm telling you, man, because it was some good football. It was very, very entertaining stuff. Another thing you gotta mention is Declan Rice. Sometimes when you don't have Rice, you have to substitute it with something else. Maybe Lo Ming. You know what I'm saying? If you don't eat rice, you eat a little lo mein. You know what I'm saying? Eat a little lo mein. You know what I mean? Noble came in for Rice and he did okay. I don't think Noble is at his best these days at all. But Shusek was feisty. Kufal was feisty. Cresswell is very, very underrated. I think Diop had a pretty so-so game. Issa Diop had a so-so game on the day. But, Lingard, man of the match, involved in all 3 goals. But, it ain't done there. Wolves being 3-0 down, they kept fighting. That Leander Dendoncker goal, oh my God. This guy, Adama Traore, does not score a lot. He doesn't assist a lot. I think that was his first assist for a while. He assists a lot when Raul Jimenez is on the field, but not when he's not. Pedro Neto should have scored that sitter as well. Definitely should have. And, guys, Adama Traore, man, got the ball from his defensive third, and the pace to run away from everybody, even Lingard. Lingard actually pulled up in the end of the game. It's probably from chasing down Adama Traore, But that Adama Traore run and that cross and that header by Dendoncker, oh man, Dendoncker is a player that I like, I think Dendoncker's career has somewhere to, more to go, and it's not going to end at Wolves. He'll make a good player. I like Dendoncker. I love Dendoncker at City because he's very versatile. But, goddamn, that was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a cross, man. Hell of a cross by Adama Traore. And then in the second half, guys, I took a little nap during the halftime break because I was really, really tired and I had to come and do this live stream. So I wanted a little power nap before. And I woke up the exact time when Fabio Silva scored. He came off the bench, 68 minutes, he scored. Willian Jose, I think he's played about 10 matches now for West Ham, for Wolves, and he is yet to score. So Willian Jose haven't really it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked, and the manager haven't really showed a lot of faith in Fabio Silva, and maybe the Willian Jose signing wasn't even needed. He's on loan. It's a good thing he's on loan, so they could actually send him back to Sociedad, and Sociedad won the Copa del Rey. So it's crazy. You see what I mean? So I didn't even realize the Copa del Rey was going on, but was it not Sociedad? What am I talking about? Something was won. Let me see something. Not the Copa del Rey. Let me see something. I know Sociedad won something. They won something. They won some game. Yeah. It was the Copa del Rey. What am I talking about? Yeah. You get they beat Athletic Bilbao 1-0. Mikel Oyarzabal scored a penalty. Oh my God, I hate when you get something right and then you're second guessing yourself because the stuff that show up on the screen is like saying nah. And the crazy thing is Real Sociedad play Athletic Club Bilbao again. I think that's a the Basque region derby. That's a crazy derby. That is a crazy derby. So congratulations to Real Sociedad for actually, winning the Copa del Rey there. And they did that after getting smashed 6-1 by Barcelona too. So good stuff. Good stuff. But that was a good game though. That was a good game between West Ham and Wolves. Wolves fought very hard in the end there. They almost, could have got the point. But I think in the end, West Ham deserved the 3 points. There was a little bust up in the end there between Pedro Neto, Jesse Lingard. Pedro Neto probably said that Lingard was probably faking the injury, and yeah. But Wolves have been quite average this season, and they will be back next season though. But West Ham, impressive. Oh, very, very impressive. So guys, what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna move right on. Wolves, West Ham, that was a fun one to watch. But before we move on, Wolves, their next game is against Fulham, and then they play Sheffield. Those are some winnable games for them. Again, for West Ham, who has been quite impressive, and their next game will be against Leicester. Then they have Newcastle. Excuse me, guys. I'm struggling. I'm struggling, man. Allergies in my bomber clot, man. But look, 2 games left to talk about. Arsenal, Liverpool, Leicester, Man City. Let us talk about the Arsenal-Liverpool game, and then we'll end today's episode off with the Leicester Man City. Ain't a lot to talk about. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Ain't a lot more to talk about, to be honest. But I need some. Where's my? What the? I thought I had some. Okay, yeah. Oh. Yeah. So, guys, the thing is, thank you very much, guys. Yeah. Doug, how you find the 5:30 a.m. starts at work, Dominic? New York time, 10:30 a.m. UK time, mate. Yeah. It was not a bad day. Around like 10 o'clock, I started to feel a little tired, like I wanted to sleep. And, but I didn't. So I got over that. But it was a smooth day. It was a smooth day at work. Got to do this for the next 6 months. I'll get used to it. I have to go to sleep a lot earlier than I usually do. But it was good. Thanks for asking, though. Thanks for asking. But the Liverpool Arsenal game, I don't have much to say about this. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't have much to say about it. That's why I made a YouTube short talk about Jota. I was watching the game. The game was playing in my AirPods, but I was at the park with my boy Demo Dre and his missus. I was talking to them, and the entire first half and early second half was a blur. And if you guys haven't seen this clip, check it out. So I got Demo Dre with me. Where do you think Liverpool will place next season?
Liverpool will definitely be top 4. Don't worry about that, Dom.
I thought you say you should say you're gonna win the title, not top 4.
No, we'll see after the transfer window.
Not confident at all. Definitely not confident at all. But yeah, that's the boy Demo Dre and Dominic Rich in the flesh. So Liverpool Arsenal. I predicted a win for Liverpool. I predicted 2-1. They ended up winning the game 3-0, which was very impressive after, Jota came on. It's like Liverpool came alive when Jota came on. And as I said, the first 62 minutes or so, I didn't know what happened. I really wasn't following the game. I was doing some real life stuff, talking to people. But when Jota came on, Jota actually came on for Robertson. Wow. I didn't even realize that. He came on for Robertson. Wow. Robertson. Wow. I didn't even realize that Milner, who started the game, guys, I'm telling you, Demo, man, but it doesn't even matter though. Liverpool fans don't watch my videos like that anymore anyways, you know what I'm saying? They don't. Ever since Liverpool fell off, the Liverpool fans just disappeared. Like most of them, not all of them. Most of them just scattered like roaches when you turn the lights on. And Thriller is saying embarrassing performance from us. We played like a League One side. I was amazed how poor Arsenal were. Yeah, and that was a narrative there. Arsenal were very, very poor. When I started really watching the game, like the last 36 minutes of the game, last 40 minutes or so, the commentators were just saying how poor Arsenal were. It's like the players were on strike. It's like they play like they're not playing for their manager anymore. And who knows? You never know. Because Arteta needs to relax sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Arteta, you got to chill, bro. You got to chill. You have to have some type of camaraderie between yourself and the players. You're young and you got to chill. You got to chill. Our style was atrocious as that new Obama hairdo. Yeah, that looked kind of weird, to be honest. That definitely looked kind of weird. But this game, I caught as soon as Jota scored. As soon as he scored is when the game was playing. The game was playing all the time on my phone. But I wasn't really, all I was doing is, it's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. But Liverpool started Firmino, Mane, Salah. Couldn't pierce Arsenal's backline. Arsenal was poor. They were poor, but Liverpool still couldn't score, right? Milner started, Thiago, Fabinho, right? Robertson at left back, Kabak and Phillips at center back, Alexander-Arnold and Alisson. When I really started watching the game, Alexander-Arnold with that crazy cross into the box, Jota with the header. He scores a lot of headed goals, but the defending was very, very poor. I think they could have defended that a lot better. They could have done a lot better in terms of the defending, man. It was just atrocious. It was simply atrocious defending by Arsenal to let a short dude like Jota get on the end of that cross and score. But it was a good cross by Trent Alexander-Arnold, whose assists have dried up this season. That was Alexander-Arnold's 4th assist in about 34 games or so. So when he did not get picked for England, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised that he didn't get picked. He has not been good. He has not been good. But he's trying to show Gareth Southgate, like, yeah, man, I still got it. I want to be in that Euro squad. And, yeah, look at what I could do. Look at what I could do. So, Aubameyang was taken off. Martinelli came on. Martinelli's so unlucky when it comes to, like, injuries, though. He almost got injured, too. But, Arsenal, man, they didn't show any intent. From when I started watching to the end of the game, Arsenal, I don't think even had a shot on goal. It was like, what's going on here? Serious. It was like, whoa, what is going on here, man? But that first goal, brilliant. That Mo Salah goal, Arsenal were too standoffish, and Mo Salah, right-footed shot, far post, goal. 18th goal of the season. Jota, that was his 7th, and he backed that one up with an 8th goal set up by Sadio Mane for his 6 assists. Jota with the right-footed shot. And, you could see the way he put that in. Jota means business. And I went as far as to say that this is the reason. This is the reason. Jota's injury is why Liverpool are fighting for top 4 right now. His injury. If he was fit, Jota would have, Liverpool would have been up there. I think Liverpool would have been up there. Maybe not top of the league. Maybe about 60-something points. But the title would not have been over. Let's say that. And I think Klopp is to be blamed for that silly selection he did against Midtjylland. I will never forget that. Like a dead rubber game. Why you play these guys? Why you play these guys against Midtjylland? It's hard to really understand what happened there. So, Dom, did you see Odegaard and Klopp situation and rumors to it? I saw something that Odegaard is linked to Liverpool. Let's see let's see if that happens. So Cedric's shot to Alisson was the only shot. Yeah. I did see that one too. I hope Kieran Tierney is okay though. Thriller for Tierney. He did get injured. Cedric came on. Tierney is very, very unlucky with the injuries. That happened on 45 minutes. I didn't realize that actually happened. This was one of the games where I was very, very distracted. And it was for a good cause. You know what I'm saying? Big up to the boy Demo Dre, who I got to meet for the first time. And it was for a good cause there. So, yeah. So, Thriller saying, I was scared. Hope it's not a long-term injury for Kieran. Don't want the man to miss the Euros. Yeah. And, Scotland will definitely need him. Guys, if you haven't yet, smash the thumbs up button. Make sure you do so. But guys, Arsenal, very poor in the second half. Very poor throughout the game. Liverpool win the game as expected. And I predicted Liverpool to win. Thomas Partey didn't look good in the game at all. I was like, oh God, man. Partey, you could do a lot better than that. Come on, man. Liverpool with 16 shots at goal, 7 on target. Arsenal 3, 2 on target. They only had 35% of the ball. They had a 75% pass accuracy. That's how poor Arsenal were on the day. It's crazy. It is just it. Arsenal have been atrocious this season. After they beat Chelsea, that was on Boxing Day, right? And they kind of pulled their season back together. It seems like they have gone back down that path. You see what I mean? 12th loss this season. And this has been the most losses an Arsenal team ever picked up in the Premier League era, which is simply sad. You see what I mean? Very, 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 very sad. And R.I.P. Claude, he would not be liking what's going on with Arsenal right about now. Very, 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 very sad times, man, And unless they win the Europa League, which I don't think they are going to do, they will be without Champions League football for yet another season. It's been a while. It's been a long time since Arsenal have played Champions League, man. You know what I mean? And Arsenal used to be a staple in the Champions League. No longer a staple in the Champions League. So the other thing I want to touch on, Liverpool's top 4 chances. So not much more to discuss about the game. Liverpool's top 4 chances. Gini Wijnaldum possibly not signing a new contract. Liverpool do need a little overhaul, in my opinion. I did see Reece Williams run off the bench. You could only send on Reece Williams when you're 3-0 up, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting to see how the likes of Kabak and Phillips fare against Real Madrid across 2 legs, if that's going to be the center-back pairing for Liverpool. It's going to be fun to see how that one goes. But Liverpool, they put themselves in contention again to get top 4. 49 points, 30 matches played, 8 left. All you got to do, Liverpool, win the remaining games. Okay? Win them. 3 by 8 equals what? 24. You win all your remaining games, you end up and you get what? 73 points. 73 points. You know what I mean? You can't pass City anymore. They have 74. So Liverpool, you know what? Since Liverpool can no longer pass City anymore, please do me a favor. Shine up the trophy and just drop it off. It's over. Thank you very much for holding on to it for 1 year. Thank you. We'll take that back. We'll take that back. Big up to Dane Richards in the house. We'll take that back. We'll give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Listen, man, give it back. I don't mean to be an Indian giver, but give it back. And no disrespect to any Indians watching this, but you know, there's a term, the Indian giver. Listen, give it back. I want it. Sit her. Another title in the bag, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. It's not sealed yet, but still, it will happen eventually. It will happen. It will happen. Insights. Each of Liverpool's last 6 Premier League victories have come away from home. In their league history, this is only the second time they've had such a run, with each of their 6 victories between February and August 1955 all coming on the road, where Liverpool's home form has been atrocious. And Liverpool have had a lot of fun going to London as well. Number 2, Premier League matches between Arsenal and Liverpool have now produced 169 goals, more than any other fixture in the competition's history. Arsenal have only picked up 1 victory from their last 12 Premier League matches against Liverpool. 1 win, 4 draws, 7 loss. Poor. Simply poor. And this would be another season where I don't think Arsenal will get Champions League football, and they won't get Europa League football. I think no European football is the best thing for Arsenal, for them to focus on their league performances and maybe their cup performances and try to actually get higher in the table, because this season has just been terrible. That was Liverpool's biggest win at Arsenal since 1893, where Liverpool won 5-0 at Arsenal. Awesome stuff. Ellis Hayes is saying, Liverpool are taking back the title next season, mate. You can hold it for us for 1 year. Bro, you guys aren't winning the title next season. Chill out. Worrying times for Arsenal. They've been declining over the years. They should have probably kept Arsene Wenger. See what I'm saying? Schoolboy Sin Carter says, good morning, Dominic. Good morning to you. Where are you from? Are you like on the other side of the world? Are you from China? Or where are you from, man? It's after, it's night. It's actually evening here. You know, AFTV once sang, take your time with it after beating Spurs. Last time they did, Arsenal couldn't win a game in the league for 2 months. Ooh. I was a fan of Unai Emery, not gonna lie. Unai Emery are doing big things, man. You're from Italy. Unai Emery are doing big things at Villarreal. Nick K, Liverpool would have walked the league this season without their injuries, I doubt. You can say that now. I could have been a freaking millionaire if I had invested in stocks 10 years ago. I didn't. It didn't happen. Come on. Let's stop speaking in hindsight here. Let's not speak in hindsight here. Dortmund are beating City in the quarterfinals. That's all good. It's all good. Somebody has to win. It's all good. But look, Liverpool and their top 4 chances. Let's take a look at the matches that Liverpool have left in the league. Liverpool will play Real Madrid, we know, tomorrow, where I will be live, guys. There will be a live watch-along. I have scheduled it already. This is the place for the watch-along. I'll make sure I have some beer on deck. I'll be watching both games, City versus Dortmund and Liverpool versus Real Madrid. 2 screens, watch-along, double watch-along. This is the place to be. I've already whipped up one of the loveliest. I actually redid my watch-along thumbnails for the Champions League, because this is Champions League season and all. We talk about thumbnails. Look at the boy, Jersey Boy, in here right about now. Jersey Boy, what do you think about this thumbnail right here? What do you think about this? Where's that? Look at this. Check this out. I'll be live tomorrow, guys. Look here. That looks delicioso. Delicioso, man. Ooh, man. That looks good. Liverpool, Real Madrid, Dortmund versus Manchester City. Lovely. So yeah, man, I took some time to do that too. These days when I'm making my thumbnails, I don't actually stop until I'm like, yeah, this is perfect. I like this. Not perfect, but perfect to me. Perfect to me though, you know what I mean? But that thumbnail was freaking awesome. But guys, if you're in here and you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. But let's talk about Liverpool's last eight games. Leeds United, right? No, Aston Villa, Leeds United, Newcastle. All winnable games. Man United at Old Trafford. That's not, Liverpool won't win that. Southampton, winnable. But we don't know. Southampton beat Liverpool early on in the season. West Brom, we don't know. West Brom will be desperate for points. West Brom picked up a draw. Burnley, winnable. But yeah, Burnley beat Liverpool. Crystal Palace, yeah, Liverpool could, But Liverpool home form has been dodgy. Losing their last 6. And they do have 4 home games left. So I don't know how that one is going to end up though. Seriously. Guys, what are your thoughts on Liverpool's, chances of getting top 4? Are they slim, or do you think that Liverpool are going to get it done? Do you think they're going to get it done? Or do you think that they are going to win the Champions League? Because that's also a possibility. Do you think this is going to be another season like the 2017-18 season where Liverpool got 75 points and clinched that last Champions League spot and got themselves into the playoffs for the Champions League, where I remember they beat Hoffenheim? It could be, they will go straight into the Champions League this time around, but it's going to be tight. Everton, Liverpool, West Ham, Tottenham, Villa, you know what I mean? All fighting for that spot. I love it. I love it. Thank you very much, Jeff Tay Vununu, for the $4.99 super chat, man. Appreciate that. I could remember Jeff Tay dropping a fat super chat one time, Thank you very much, Jeff Tay. Appreciate it. Says Man City must secure their progression into the semis in this game to avoid any surprises. Yeah, we got to beat Dortmund. We got to beat Dortmund. We got to beat Dortmund. Simple. Listen, tomorrow can't be a day where we got spanked by Dortmund or Haaland, It can't be. Can't be one of those games. I actually thought that Haaland was going to miss the first leg, and I put that in my video and everything, and then I had to cut it out the video. You guys didn't realize. I had to go and cut it back out the video. The cutout was seamless in a bit. In a way, it was seamless, but people probably noticed I didn't even mention Haaland, which kind of worked into something as well, whereas the guy didn't even mention Haaland. I don't even want to mention the man name. You see what I'm saying? So that could be a thing too. But yeah, isn't Haaland injured? I don't even know what's going on with Haaland, man. Seriously. So you see, no face, no chase is saying Haaland is suspended. You see, that's what got me in trouble. He's not suspended. He is not suspended. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Rosario, what's up from Curacao? Appreciate you tuning in. And, that's what I love about doing this channel, man. People tuning in from all over the place. Italy, Curacao, everywhere in the freaking world where there's internet. And that's one of the reasons why. That was one of my things early on in the channel. To connect with people all over the world. To share my thoughts and my, opinions with people across the world. And it's, I've done it. Big up to K Black, who says I'm still here. Appreciate you. Yeah, so Liverpool could still salvage their season by winning the Champions League. They can. Are they going to do it? I don't think so. Could they do it? Hell yeah, they can. Premier League top 4? Are they going to do it? Maybe. They can, but maybe. You know what I mean? They've screwed up already. They've definitely screwed up already. So, still, see something, Stu, that message didn't pop up yet, but that message is saying Erling Haaland is a gunman. Kane, 27 and 18 goals. Erling Haaland, 20 UCL goals, 20 Dom. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Erling Haaland is a beast. He's a freak of nature. Definitely a freak of nature, man. Gundogan versus his old club tomorrow. Definitely. Gundogan has been on fire. He's scoring for Germany. He's scoring for City. He had a great season. So, guys, that'll be it for the Arsenal-Liverpool chat. Don't have anything else to add on that. Arsenal won't get European football this season the way they are playing. They are still in the Europa League. They play Slavia Praha, and they surely won't beat the Czechs by playing like this. They won't. They won't at all, because that team is a hell of a team. But they do have some nice games in the league coming up against Sheffield and against Fulham. Maybe not the Fulham. The Fulham game is going to be rough. Fulham might just beat Arsenal too, you know. Then they have Everton, Newcastle, West Brom. They got some nice games. Brighton, Crystal Palace. Look, Arsenal could still get European football, but when you have Palace, Brighton, West Brom, Newcastle, Fulham, Sheffield, that's 18 points that Arsenal could get. Trust that Arsenal lose 3 of these games. You know what I'm saying? That's just how Arsenal has been playing this season. You know what I mean? So, guys, we're going to go to the final game today for this last weekend, and we're going to wrap things up. We're 2 hours into the live stream. You know, we're going to talk a bit about Man City. You guys are going to let me know your thoughts on Man City and how they've done this season after we were 14th at one time. 14th, man. 14th. I couldn't believe it, man. 14th. Romario Patterson, how are you doing? You know what I mean? Appreciate you coming through. We were 14th in the freaking league, and look at this. We're on top of the league. We're about to win our 3rd title in 4 seasons. It's very, very underrated what City are doing. People are not giving us the credit. I don't think people are talking about this enough, man. I could bet if it was a Liverpool who were doing this, if Liverpool were actually doing this, it would have been a big deal. You see what I'm saying? It would have been a big deal. It would have been like, yeah, oh my God, Liverpool is so good. The greatest team of all time. They have won 3 titles in 4 years. You know, if it was Man United, it would have been the same. You know what I'm saying? If it was freaking, who else? If it was Chelsea, it would have been the same. You know what I'm saying? But look, man. They don't give us enough credit. You know what I mean? And as Dane Richards is saying, imagine Haaland in the Europa League. So at Dane, he's not in the squad. So wait. But yeah, I did cut him out the video for a reason, because I said he was suspended and he wasn't. So it seems like is Haaland injured? Yeah, Real Madrid, Hazard has been injured for a while. We should know Hazard has been injured for a while. But Erling Haaland, let me look up Erling Haaland really quick, since we're talking about Man City here. Erling Haaland. Let me see. Haaland. God. Haaland injury. I don't see anything about Haaland injury here. Haaland injury. Let me see. I don't see nothing here. 6 days. I don't see nothing here about his him being injured. I don't see nothing here. Haaland will play. I checked the UEFA website and they have Haaland in the possible 11. You know what I mean? So Neo is asking, bro, when you gonna upload the CONCACAF video, bro? I've already made the thumbnail for the video. I've already queued up the thing in Final Cut Pro to edit, to talk about round 1 of CONCACAF qualifiers. You know what I mean? I've already queued it up. I'm going to edit it. Editing is very painstaking, and it takes a long time to get things perfect, to get things out to you in a way that you're going to enjoy the content. It's very painstaking. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people, and I've done it in the past, would just whip up a video and put it out there for you to watch. No, I'm not doing that these days. I'm not doing that these days. These days, I'm on the path for 50K. So I'm putting out the best product I possibly can. I do make a few mistakes here and there, like messing up and saying Haaland was suspended for the game, you know, but still. You know, I corrected that. You could edit things out. Arnav is saying, Dom, did you see that video of Dortmund's Twitter posting him walking out to the Etihad, and he said to Jude Bellingham, beautiful, huh? He also didn't walk over the badge and walked around it. Well, also his dad played for the club too. So, look, if we are able to get Haaland, that'll be awesome. If we're able to send a youngster to Dortmund, or two youngsters, Jaden Braff, if we're able to send Jaden Braff to Dortmund, send him, put him in the deal for Haaland, put another player in I think Jaden Braff, if we're able to put Jaden Braff in the deal and add some money towards that, you could get Haaland. That could sweeten the deal. Because Jaden Braff does have a, high potential as well. I would love Haaland at City. Of course, anybody would love him at their club. And the fact that Aguero is leaving, it would be a great replacement. You see what I'm saying? And guys, we have to know every time Man City play, we have to really watch the game and enjoy the game and savor every moment, because this would be Sergio Aguero's last season playing for Manchester City. And what a career he has had, man. Awesome career, man. Awesome career. And, you have to give him the plaudits here, man. He deserves it. He definitely deserves it. And he has been a big factor in City's success. He has been a big contributor. You see what I mean? And it's simply ridiculous. Simply ridiculous that what he has done and his achievements, and the fact that he is leaving. He could have still offered us a lot more, but still, we got to be satisfied with what he has done. He want to move on. He won't go to Chelsea. He won't go to Man United. So I don't think any of that's going to happen. He won't go to any of those clubs. Definitely won't. So Chelsea fans could get that out their mind. He won't go to those clubs. You know what I mean? He's on the verge of winning his 5th Premier League title, and he has been involved in all Premier League titles in the Premier League era. Man City won 2 titles before in the old First Division. And, we are on the cusp of winning a 7th title. We're coming for 20, man. We're coming for 20. I tell people all the time, people like to say, oh, Liverpool has how many, and, United got 20. But guys, guess what? In 20 years, City could get to 20 something. You see what I'm saying? So we just have to look at it like that. We can't always look at things like, in the now. You got to look ahead. Don't look too much behind, but look ahead. Look ahead. But, Aguero, I hope he goes somewhere where he's going to achieve a lot of success and where he's going to be comfortable and everything. And, where he could at least finish his career on the high. Dane Richards says, thoughts on Atletico Madrid battling La Liga. Well, look, man. Look, I guess Real Madrid, Barcelona, piling on the pressure. They want it more. I think Sevilla are 4th as well. I can't remember. But they want it. They want it more than Atleti, who, come on, man. You know what I mean? Look at what they did in the Champions League last season and this season and all seasons before then, where they should have actually won a Champions League title when they made it to the final. They made it to 2 finals. Yeah, right? Like, come on, man. So Atleti, man, just perfect bridesmaids. They did win the La Liga back in 2013-14, I could remember. That's when I really got back into watching a lot of football, when Thibaut Courtois was on loan from Chelsea over there. It seems like a long time ago, man. That's 7 years ago. Time flies like a mofo. It flies, man. Time waits for no man. But look, let's talk about the City game, man. Let us talk about the City game right now. And let us not delay. Let's talk a bit about Man City 2, Leicester City 0. City getting revenge after that 5-0 loss. 5-2 loss. It felt like 5-0. 5-2 loss at the Etihad early on this season. Jamie Vardy has gone absent. I don't know what has gotten to Jamie Vardy. He did score, but the goal was disallowed. And Leicester, I think, were way too standoffish in the game. But they did have a plan. But the plan did not come to fruition, because their plan was to sit back, relax, soak up the pressure, and break with Jamie Vardy and Iheanacho Perez Perez had a good game. Perez is a very underrated player, but it didn't work. They frustrated Man City for most of the game. It wasn't until 58 minutes. I was watching this game and I'm like, oh God, man, when are we gonna score? So many chances, man. So many chances, and we can't score. You see what I mean? And I was getting a bit frustrated. But I knew we had it in us to do the business. And an unlikely goal scorer in Benjamin Mendy came up with the goods. I think Mendy had a good game. I think Mendy had a really good game. And Mendy is actually fighting for his career at Man City. I think Pep might let him go. I actually think Pep might let him go. So Twilla is saying league next season would be over if Haaland signed for City. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, man. You know what I mean? So Romario Patterson is saying Dortmund don't play any game without scoring. Even in the game they have lost this season. If Man City beat Dortmund without them scoring, I think Man City will win the Champions League. But, Mr. Romario Patterson, have you checked Man City's record in the Champions League this season? I think it's only Porto have scored a goal against City. Only Porto. One goal. One goal. Luis Diaz, the Colombian, scored a brilliant goal. I think that's the only goal that City have conceded all Champions League season, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but I think. But Benjamin Mendy, good goal. And then we had Gabriel Jesus, set up by Raheem Sterling, who came off the bench for Aguero with a well-deserved goal. I think we still messing around in front of goal. We should have scored more. But still, you know, it's good to win 2-0, you know what I mean, against Leicester. Team in the top 4. Ferran Torres came off the bench. He had a good international break with Spain. Phil Foden as well. It's always nice to see big Philly style on the field. And we were able to give some players some well-needed rest. For both Leicester and City, there were 26 internationals involved over the March break. 26 players, you know what I mean? So we were able to see Mendy and Laporte start in this game. Walker and Diaz did start because, you know, these guys are beasts. Diaz started all 3 games for Portugal and then came and started the game for City. And he will start again against Dortmund. Rodri played. He did play for Spain during the break as well. But Fernandinho, man, this guy look ageless, man. Fernandinho is a hell of a player, man. God damn. How good was Fernandinho in this game? Big up to the boy Fernandinho. I wish he could sign for 1 more year. Fernandinho, 1 more year, man. All I'm asking for is 1 more. Because you still got it. 1 more. 1 more year, man. I like, you know what happened? You know what it is? I really like when the Liverpool fans be lipping off and talking about Fabinho is the best defensive midfielder in the league and this, that. Do they forget? Have they forgotten that Fernandinho is still in the league? He did score a goal that was disallowed because Aguero was hanging out in front of Schmeichel. If that goal stand, oh man. Listen, man. Listen. Fabinho is a fine player. He's a fine player. He's younger than Fernandinho and everything. But Fernandinho still have it. I don't care what nobody want to say. Look, I know Liverpool fans are going to want to debate this, and then I'll end up getting the last laugh. But Fernandinho is a more intelligent player than Fabinho. He is. Those tactical fouls, oh man, they are the best. And that's why sometimes you miss him so much because you're like, God damn, take the man out. What are you doing? Fernandinho would have taken that man out, taken one for the team, and we would have gone on to get a better result. But some of these guys are just babying the players. Not Fernandinho, man. The man is a beast, man. Seriously. Robert says Aguero didn't even touch the ball. I'm still pissed. Yeah, Aguero had about 1 shot off at goal, man, that he blasted over. He hardly touched the ball. Jamie Vardy had 11 touches, I think, for the entire game or something like that. We really handled Jamie Vardy, man. Iheanacho had a good run where he could have done something better, but he was well dealt with. And there was one instance where Leicester got him behind, could have scored, but Ruben Diaz to the rescue. Brilliant stuff, man. Brilliant stuff. Listen, man, I would have liked to see Pep put on Nathan Ake late in the game there. I would have loved to see Ake get a run out. To be honest, I would actually like, after we wrap up the title, right? Pep, do me a favor. Send Scott Carson out. Play Scott Carson. Start him. Listen, after we wrap up the title, we wrap it up. Play Zach Steffen and Scott Carson in the same game. One get one half, the other get the other half. Do that. And if we and what you could also do for me, Pep, do this for me, please, Pep. In that game, play Edison in the midfield. Play Edison in the midfield. So we could involve all three goalkeepers in the game, where I don't think that ever happened. Play Edison in the midfield because he's capable. Play Zach Steffen from the start, and then play Scott Carson. Play Scott Carson in the second half. You see what I mean? And then if Scott Carson isn't doing a good job, put Edison in the goal and then take Scott Carson off and put on another player. Oh, man, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, man. But look, City have been simply amazing, man. You know, one loss in how many games? Last time the only games we lost this season was against we lost to Leicester. We lost 3 games. We lost to Leicester, we lost to Tottenham, and we lost to Man United. You see what I'm saying? Liverpool fans, do you remember your losses this season? It's going to be very hard to remember. It's so many of them. Shots fired, man. Shots fired. Shots. Look, man, I got to talk about the defending champions like that, because at the beginning of the season, when, you know what? As a matter of fact, I've came up with a really good idea, but I don't want to give it out to people, because people like to steal your ideas. I have a video that I want to make. Matter of fact, I'll let you know the idea. I want to go and react to all the Liverpool fans' predictions for this season and to see who they predicted to win the title. I want to go back and maybe look at as many as possible. People who predict, who did they predict? You know what I'm saying? All the football YouTubers, the little ones, the big ones, just go back and check and see who they predicted to win the title this season. Because they probably all got it wrong. Who did I predict to win the title this season? Who? Manchester City. Manchester City. And I think I did a damn good job. You know what I'm saying? Damn good job. You know how long we've been waiting on? I think there was a Kanye West album that was supposed to be called Damn Good Job. Never came out. But damn good job, man. Listen, if it's one thing I do on here, I fly the flag for Man City. A flag bearer in here. You see that? Check out the wall. Listen, this wall will continue to improve over time, Listen, the wall is underrated, you know what I mean? The wall is underrated. It's a natural background. You feel me? Not the green screen background. No disrespect to the people who have green screen background, I got the things from Cards Plug and everything on the wall and everything. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, if you haven't yet checked out Cards Plug, make sure you go check out Cards Plug. The links would be in the description box down below. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 15% off. There's sales going on for Easter right now. Treat yourself or a loved one. You could personalize the things, man. You don't have to have what I have. You could personalize anything down there. Go check it out. Just check out the website, but click the link first in the description. Check out the website, man. Tell me what you think. But yeah, look, I will continue to improve the wall. You see what I mean? I will. And something I've wanted to do in the past, I actually did get a P.O. box, I did get a P.O. box for the channel one time for people to send things to me. Some people did send some things, but then this stupid freaking some Chinese guy at the post office, man, was telling me that he sent back a package because it came in a different name than the post box is registered in and all of that. I'm like, dumbass. Let me take off this cards plug thing when I talk about this. I don't want to represent the brand badly. I said, dumbass, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Why would I tell the people on YouTube my real freaking name? You know what I mean? My channel is not my real name. So I'm using an alias. Why would you freaking send the package back, you dumbo? Let the package come through. I pick up the package and it's all good. It's a YouTube channel. It's for a channel. And then I just did not go and renew that freaking P.O. box. And then I realized I still had the key. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, what am I doing with the key? But I would love to do something like that again, though. You know what I mean? I would love to do something like that again. I don't know who would actually send me mail, but still, that'll be something good. So Keon Joseph says, Man City for life. And is that I am from Trinidad and Tobago. I loving it. Big up to the boy Keon Joseph from Trinidad and Tobago, the land of steel pan and soca music, rum and mass. And of course, a lot of big batty gal that come out from Trinidad and Tobago. I remember one time I went to Trinidad, man, and I couldn't stop. I was in the airport and I'm like, oh my God. Woo! The woman, lovely. 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 So big up to Keon. Big up to Keon. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So, Man City, man. Man City just doing the business in the Premier League. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. It's over. It's over. We don't even need to talk about the Premier League and Man City anymore. It's another successful season. 31 games, 74 points. We have 14 points ahead of Fraudchester United, or Boychester divided. We have 14 points. We do have a game in hand, so you could bring that down to 11 if they want to go on to win their next game. But we know for sure that they will drop points. We know. We ain't got to worry about them. We only need 11 more points to get up to 85, where it's going to be an unassailable points tally. And it's going to be a wrap. So 11 points needed. How many wins is that, Dom? That's 4 more wins, okay? 4 wins or 3 draws and 3 wins and 2 draws. So look, we play Leeds. Dead. Okay, listen, this is cocky Dominic talking. Man City versus Dortmund, dead. Man City versus Leeds, dead. Man City versus Dortmund again, dead. Chelsea, dead. Aston Villa, done. Tottenham, done. Crystal Palace, done. I'm just joking, man. Look. I'm getting hyped. But look, we are going to go on to win the title. It's only for entertainment purposes, though. You know what I'm saying? We are going to go on to win the title, man. You know, and it's good. It's like, it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling because of what happened last season. We did come in second, but it was seen as such a failure. And that's the thing I don't like, because we came in second. Oh, big failure. How? We didn't fail. We won a trophy, right? We did win a trophy. We won a Community Shield. We won the Carabao Cup. We didn't win the FA Cup. We didn't win the Champions League. But we won a trophy. You see what I'm saying? We won a trophy. I bet if any other team won a trophy, it would have been a successful season. We won a trophy. We came second. It wasn't seen as a successful season, right? Okay. We came second. We got 81 points. 82 points or so. 82, I think. The team that placed third got 66. How was that? We did great. The only thing is that Liverpool were amazing. And they wrap up the title in October. If you want, you could go back and check out all my videos from back then. Last season, it was a classic season of videos. When I was looking back to the archives, man, I did some things that nobody have done. I made a video when Liverpool were 25 points ahead of us. I made a video in 25 different jerseys. Who saw that video? That was a classic. But, you know, yeah, 81, doesn't matter. Whatever. You know what I mean? Still. But look, tomorrow, guys, we play Dortmund. But let me wrap up this game really quick. Let me wrap up this game against Leicester. And then we talk a little bit about Dortmund and we end today's stream. I got to end the stream. It's 2 hours, 23 minutes already. And let's just wrap up this game. So City atop 74 points. Leicester third, 56 points. Leicester got to be careful they don't drop out the top 4 though. They got to be very, very careful that they don't. They need about 10 more points, I think, to secure top 4. So they got to keep fighting. They got to keep fighting there. In terms of stats for this game, City had 57% of the ball, 571 passes with an 81% pass accuracy. Leicester was pretty good in the game in terms of their pass accuracy and the amount of, ball possession they had. And City did get 11 shots, 4 on target. Leicester 5-2 on target as well. So in terms of insights for this game, Leicester suffered just their 3rd defeat in their last 17 Premier League games, winning 9, drawing 5 after losing 3 of the 5 before that. So they have been going through a slump, though. They missed Maddison. They've been missing Harvey Barnes. And if it wasn't for Iheanacho's, brilliance in March, they would have maybe dropped out the top 4. Man City have won each of their last 15 away games in all competitions and are unbeaten in 18 on the road, winning 16, drawing 2. Last losing an away fixture in November 2020 against Tottenham in a 2-0 loss in the Premier League. Amazing. Man City have kept more clean sheets, 28, and conceded fewer goals, 26, in all competitions this season than any other side in Europe's top 5 leagues. And that's the reason why Man City has to win the Champions League, because we have simply been the best team. We have been the best team. You see what I'm saying? And it will be so annoying not to go on to win the Champions League. I don't care who we play. Dortmund, Bayern, PSG, who we meet in the finals, we have to beat everybody because we've been the best. And that's the frustrating thing about Man City. Frustrating thing about Man City, you know what I'm saying? Very, very, very frustrating thing about City. Very frustrating thing. Is that you're playing so well, and then when crunch time comes, you lose. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on. Annoying. You see what I mean? But guys, look, if you guys haven't checked out my Champions League prediction video, make sure you do so. I put effort into that video. I made sure I put that one out. I recorded it last night. I edited it halfway through and then finished the editing today. And I put it out on the channel. Usually when I make Champions League predictions, nobody really care anyways. You know what I mean? Nobody really watches the Champions League videos anyways. But, it's whatever, man. Guys, go check out the video. Smash a like on it. Share it with a friend. I'm not begging or anything, but I'm just saying, That's why it's not encouraging to make that type of content, to be honest. It's like you put in so much effort and then you get nothing out. That's why I like the World Cup stuff. That's why I've been doing more World Cup content. I've been making more data-driven decisions. So if you see the World Cup content keep coming out, I'm not regurgitating any content in terms of the World Cup. It's fresh stuff and there's a lot of interest around it. Okay, so, and I absolutely love the World Cup. I'm fascinated with the World Cup. I'm fascinated with tournaments. I've got a lot of tournaments, a lot of videos on tournaments coming up. So I have a few videos to edit as well. So, yeah. So how are you guys feeling about City right now, Dupe, 19 more hours till the game. Alfred Hines, Man City can't win a Champions League. Alfred, you're being a hater. Where's some positivity? We have, B2KC, never say never, man, AD saying World Cup is my favorite. World Cup is my favorite, man. I started watching football because of the World Cup back in 1998, because I didn't have access to club football, but it wasn't until 1998 when I really got into watching, the World Cup. And it's been my favorite tournament. It's been my favorite tournament. 98, 2002, 2000. One of my favorite moments from the 98 World Cup was the ball sliding off of Zinedine Zidane's head. I could never forget his shine head. The ball sliding off 2002 World Cup. I could remember when France got knocked out after winning the World Cup. You know, France got knocked out early. They were in the same group of Senegal. I could remember El Hadji Diouf. I could remember Turkey having a great tournament. 98, I could remember Croatia having a great tournament when they placed third. Prozanecki, you know, Suker. There's a lot of knowledge up there in terms of the World Cup, man. You know what I mean? Denmark at the 98 World Cup was good as well. You know, 2006, the Zidane headbutt, Italy winning the thing. You know, go back to Korea, Japan. Korea and Japan doing very well at that World Cup, which it was very rigged with Korea making it to the semis. It was rigged, you know what I'm saying? It was rigged, man. It was definitely rigged, man. It was crazy. And, you know, Brazil winning 2000. Ronaldo with the haircut, you know what I'm saying? 2006. It's crazy, man. And then 2006, Ukraine with Shevchenko and Nedved and these guys. I think Nedved was 2006, right? With Czech Republic. And then it had Ivory Coast. I remember in 2006 when the Ivory Coast that was the first time I saw Drogba. First time. And there was Togo. And there was, I think Angola qualified that year as well, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Angola? I think it was Angola. Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, I think it was, it was Angola. It was Angola with a guy by the name of Aqua. It was Angola, Togo with Emmanuel Adebayor, and we had Drogba playing for Ivory Coast. It was like debutants there, you know, for Africa. It was fun. It was fun, you know what I mean? The World Cups, man. South Africa 2010 was amazing as well. Brazil 2014, I could remember that World Cup very clearly. And it's so long ago, though. 7 years ago. And then 2018 was amazing, especially since that was the first World Cup I covered on the channel. The 2018 World Cup was simply amazing. We will be doing World Cup streams in the future where we just go back and we reminisce about World Cups and we just, you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But guys, this is where I'm going to end today's episode. Thanks to everybody who turned up today. We made it to about, how many likes did we get to? We got to 86 likes. So if you're in here and you haven't yet smashed the thumbs up button, make sure you do so. We will eventually hit 100 on the replay. So I do appreciate you if you're watching the replay to the end. And, you know, thanks for coming out again. I will be live again tomorrow. So let me save my voice. The watch along will be tomorrow. I might be screaming tomorrow. I have to go back a little when I scream because I don't want the audio to get too distorted. But it's going to be a fun one tomorrow for the watch along, guys. Make sure you show up. This is the place to be. Don't go to no other channels for no watch along. It's going to be right here. All right? Where we talk about all different types of things while we're watching the football. Okay? All right? So, guys, thanks again for another one. I will be live later in the week as well to talk about, we will recap the Champions League. We will talk about the Premier League weekend. And there'll be a lot of things, man. A lot of things to talk about. And in between, there'll be World Cup content. There'll be CONCACAF content. I'm working on a few collaborations. There'll be that content. I'm just going to bring you fire, pure fire in 2021. Remember, I told you that. The road to 50K is also in full effect as well. I'm hunting it down. It's about time. I get there. So, guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, big up to the boy Thriller from Manila, Dane Richards, Air Slayer, Sebastian, Alfred Hines in the house, Kevin O'Blocky in the house, AD744 Bazir, Rahim in the house, Sebastian in the house. I think I said Sebastian already. Pool fans as well. Not after FIFA increased the number of teams in the World Cup final. Remember Rivaldo's dive. Yeah. That was funny. Big up to everybody in here who's commenting. Dupe in the house as well. Big up to Robert Robinson, Julian as well in the house. Look, everybody who's commented today, big up to you. If you're watching and you're just someone who like to watch and not say anything, shout outs to you. You're the real You're the real deal. You are the real deal. But guys, I gotta go now, man. We'll talk, okay? Gotta wake up very early in the morning to go to work, and we'll catch up, okay? So, from your boy Dominic Rich, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. All right, enjoy the boy Ian Nacho. All right, peace.